Good Thursday, world. We are live. And welcome to another episode of Band Dog Talk with a Dog God. And big salute to my man. Shoot, that pole position is hard to get, but at the same time, I salute everybody who come and show up early. You feel me? Show up early, to the classroom. A lot of people don't like to go to class. We know that. A lot of people don't like to use their brains. They don't like schooling, right? But we do. Over here, we like classroom because that's where we learn. That's where we discern. That's where we apply. That's where we elevate, our craft. As the title tonight, Pioneer Dogman or Dog Women. So big salute to you. Young Ready Red, salute to you, man. Salute to you, family. For that pole position, Students for Life dog training, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for showing up close second. Big salute. Functional Focus Kennels got that third place podium. Big salute to you. Functional Focus Kennels, man. Like I say, man, you guys don't have to be here. Y'all ain't got to make the time to show up to class, but I appreciate those who do. And if you pay attention in class, you guys take y'all notes. You guys apply the things that we talk about as a community, as the supercomputer, I like to call us. Man, you'll get further ahead in your dog program, in your dog IQ, and your dog knowledge because of what we talk about here, And this is why we do this every Thursday night here. Formula One Canines Band Dog Talk with the Dog God. That's right. So before I dig deep into my week, get comfortable, you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Get your herbal sensations rolled up, put it in your bong, whatever you like, you guys like to do. Get your brewski, crack that thing open, whatever type of brewski you like, Bud Light, Budweiser, Heineken. Man, there's just so many of them, man. Your IP beers, crack that thing open. Your mixed drinks, your shots, whatever you like with your cocktails, man, get that thing ready. Your Don Julios, your vodkas, whatever you like. You already know what the dog God operate with. I keep it simple, man. Vodka lemonade. That's how I operate, man. But just want to salute to you guys, man. Big cheers to you guys. I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. So salute. Oh, that's good, man. Very good after hard days of work and more work 3 times. Because over here, there's no days off. Every day is a work day. Rain, sleet, hell, or snow. The dog God always put in that work and more work 3 times. And that's the only way you're going to elevate and accomplish things in life is putting in that work. So I'm used to it. You know what I mean? I'm an example of it. So salute to the work and more work 3 times. Let's see, man. How did this week go with the dogs? Colder weather, okay. Rainy weather, okay. The fall season is my favorite season of the year. I like the energy that fall gives out, right? The life of our Earth planet, there's moods. They call those moods seasons. And the season of fall is my perfect mood of this life that we live on, which is planet Earth, man. And so the dogs feel that mood too, because dogs are very energy based, spiritual based creatures. So this week, being that the mood is in that transition and it is a lower frequency, right? The dogs act in that way of lower frequency. And so this week we didn't have anything out of the normal. Nobody going crazy. Um, However, I do have these band dog Roman times prima donna males, two of them to be exact, that they still haven't figured out. They haven't learned how to use their brain in a sense. They're just using their bronze. They're not using their brain, and they're very, very competitive when it comes to the energy and on the fourth tier where they reside. Now, like I tell you guys with my dogs, they only they only get fired up, and I'm very grateful for this when I come around. Okay. So there's energy that is like there's a certain level of energy coming from a certain area, and the dogs that these two brothers, they're brothers by the way, they're my Formula One band dog foundation pieces. I haven't showed you guys them because they're I got so many things to show y'all. I want to make sure that when I show you them, and they're at that level where I'm gonna wow you, because that's what I want to do. Because these are my creations. I created these damn knuckleheads, right? These two brothers. Anyway, long story short, there's an energy that when I come around that they want to compete with, and the things that they do is kind of like it's they don't use their brain, they use their bronze. And what I mean by that, they like to run and jump into it's that young machismo. When you have a lot of high power type, driven type, alpha type dogs, you see this with the younger ones. When they mature, they slow that shit down. But when they're young, they don't really understand what they're doing. They just doing it. So these boys like to compete with the energy on the yard on the fourth tier. And I have a lot of top tier level dogs on the fourth tier. I got my Kangal bitch Snow White over there. I got one of AK's daughters over there. I got one of my Formula One bulldogs and one of AR-15 daughters over there. I got an AK-74 band dog over there, Chopper the Man Stopper. I got a few different type of energies over there, and based off of their age is how they act. But they always competing. Some of them, more mature than others, if that makes sense, right? So these young boys, they're not mature. They're just knuckleheads in the sense that they just using their bronze. So what they do, because they can't get out of their nice little they call them the European kennels, which is more like steel bars, even though they're really not steel, but they're stronger than them damn mesh bars. Anyway, they like to jump into them. They like to bite the bars. They like to run back and forth. They like to smash their face into the bars. So, I have these two and they're doing this. And then I have one who, he likes to smash his face into the bars so much that, he's swole up his muzzle and stuff. Now, because I'm used to this type of energy with my dogs, I always have all my stuff to take care of that. I don't let it bother me anymore. I don't let it overwhelm me anymore. I got all my little antiseptics and all my antibiotics to deal with this stuff. But I'm looking at this boy doing this stuff, and I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You're not gonna break through that. You doing all that. If you pay attention to the ones that you're doing that to, they're not doing what you're doing. They're not doing what you're doing, which is hurting yourself, trying to show out, trying to act like you're gonna break out of those cages and get at them. They looking at you like, bro, you're not gonna get out of that, dude. Why are you doing all that? We just, we're gonna stir the energy up because that's what they're doing. I get what he's doing. The young boys is doing. I get it, but they're not using their brain. They're not understanding that I'm never gonna break this. I'll break my teeth. I'll hurt my face. I'll do everything else, but I'm never going to break out of this. Right? The more mature dogs like AK-74. Oh, I got Black Hawk over there. Black Hawk. See, Black Hawk, long as Black Hawk has his ball, y'all, long as Black Hawk has his ball in his mouth, he ain't doing none of that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll crunch that ball down. Like that's where he gets his aggression. He ain't gonna bark, he'll pace, but he ain't gonna do none of that dumb shit. He got a ball, he'll do that too. Snow White, she, And shout out to the Kangals, man. Whatever's in her DNA, she understand what a threat is and what's not. She don't even pay that shit no mind. You know, she understand like you part of the family. You ain't no wolf. You ain't no bear. You know what I'm saying? You just doing some rah-rah. You know, you young dummy. That's how like her energy's like that. She just cool, calm. She know what time it is. If it's a threat, it's different. But being that she know that's a damn young boy acting stupid, she don't play into it. But AK's daughter, okay, my AK times Africa bitch, okay, I named her Yellow Flame, by the way. She play into it, but she don't be doing the barking shit. She don't bark none of that shit. She play into it. She'll do the pacing with him. She'll mimic what he's doing. Like that's the shit that she do. She'll antagonize him without the barking, without all that dumb shit. She's smarter than that, but she'll play into that because she got that drive. She got the drive I put in her, but she ain't dumb. She uses her brain. These damn Roman sons, they all bronze. They all bronze, right? They showing out. Them young boys are showing they big too. They big, look like giraffes. Them boys look like giraffes. Real talk. And they strong too, but they not as smart. So I'm watching them this week, and I've been watching them as they've been developing. They still youngsters. I'm like, y'all ain't got the brains, man. And y'all already know how I operate with my dogs. Frames, brains, and motors. I'm Formula One of this shit. Frames, right? That means functional, working dog, performance, high performance dog frames. Brains, I need intelligence. I need self-awareness. I need all those things in that mental, in that brain cavity. I need all that in that computer, that dog. And then motors, I need drive. Them boys got drive. They got the frame, but they're not impressing me with the brains, y'all. So that's what I dealt with this week. So, I had to antibiotic that boy up, one of the boys up. His name is Spartan. Okay. His brother Red, what I named the nigga? Red Apache. You know what I'm saying? He's wild too, but he ain't doing what that knucklehead freaking Spartan is doing, where he's like ramming his face and his muzzle in between the bars. Like he can really use his brute force to break those bars and get at him. I'm like, dude, what are you? But like I said, I'm used to this, so I let them do what they do. You know what I mean? Do what you do, dummy. You know what I'm saying? I got all the stuff to make sure you go all right. I'll make sure you good. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure that swelling go down, all the stuff that you do to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I got the antibiotics. You know what I mean? Like I'm a veteran when it comes to the high performance dogs. So I know, I don't let the stuff that if I was a rookie dealing with these dogs, I'll be concerned. I'll be spending a lot of money on vet bills. I'll be trying to do certain things to try to stop it. But it's like when you got dogs that you put these type of drives in, okay, then you got to understand that these things are going to be what they are, just as long as you can make sure that you can maintain it, which I can. You know what I mean? I've been through it with a lot of these high-driven dogs. Over time, they learn, right? And he's just, him and his brother just got to learn that, yeah, you guys is tough. Yeah, you could take some pain. Yeah, you got drive. Yeah, I put all that in you. But use your brain. Use your damn brain, bro. Use your brain. Look at all the other ones over there that you're doing that to. They're not doing the same thing as you. They're pacing, they're mimicking the energy, but they're not doing the same dumb shit as you. You copying the energy that they're giving you, but why don't you copy the energy as, what? I'm not gonna bust out of these. I can bite them as hard as I can. I can jump into them as hard as I can, but I'm not gonna break out. So being that I'm not going to do that, well, let me take that out of my equation of intimidation to you guys showing out. So, that's what I had to deal with this week. But other than that, solid week. Very grateful. I think my girl Tigress took. So that's, praise to the Almighty God, the Most High God. Red Tiger is inside my girl Tigress. So whoever has been fiending for a red tiger, which a lot of people have been fiending for red tiger dogs, and they didn't get that when I was able to get Red Tiger Jr. because I was only able to have one puppy out of that breeding between Red Tiger and Silver Bullet, and I got, Red Tiger Jr. Shout out to Red Tiger Jr., you know what I mean? But for those of you who want your very own red tiger, God willing, Tigress, who is a very amazing producing bitch. Very amazing producing bitch. I can't wait to showcase my boy Pink Panther and her son. I was gonna name him Gorilla Black, but I'm gonna go back to my original name, man. The Killer Whale. I'm gonna name him the Killer Whale. He's not Gorilla Black. His name is Killer Whale. So I'm looking forward to showcasing a lot of these, up and comers. I call them my class of 2026. But I'm waiting. I ain't gotta rush nothing. I'm waiting. But they look amazing. Shout out to Tigress. So yeah, that's a good thing to see. I'm seeing the change in her body type. You know what I mean? It's looking like there might be some puppies brewing inside her. So man, God is good. I'm very grateful. But either way, big salute to you guys. Big salute to you guys. And I'm going to put in the link. All right. And the rules for the link for anybody who want to come up on the panel. Okay. You have to show that you are, participating in the class in the chat. We've had some people come in with another agenda. We're not playing those games. And we will allow, anybody who really participate the opportunity to come up on the panel and, participate and share, because we are a community here. You know what I'm saying? And I do appreciate everybody's feedback, from y'all in the chat to everybody on the panel. This is how we, this is the supercomputer, the super doll computer, right? And this is how we participate in the classroom, because this is a collective thing. It's not just me. I'm not just doing this for me. I'm used to being a one-man band. I do everything all by myself. But this is for me giving to y'all, and then you guys giving back to me, right? The feedback, and we all giving to each other as a dog community. You know what I mean? The chat and everybody else. So I'm gonna drop that link. And if you qualify, you will be allotted to the panel. If you don't qualify, do not get offended, right? Participate in the chat. Let us know that you're really legit about this dog stuff that we on, and then we'll let you up on a panel. And we would love to hear from you. So let me go ahead and drop that link. And we're going to cook up like we always do, okay? So let me do that right now. Right now. All right, here we go. I just dropped that link. Come up in here, man. Let's do what we do. Let me see, man. Let me see who came up in here. Man, Duro Recio, big salute to you, fam. Pack Live TV, PLTV, man, big salute. Mer B, man, big salute to your family. Welcome. We're going to be cooking tonight.
Cool, brother.
Man, what's good with you, fam?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't miss it.
Yo, what's good, my guys?
What's good, ready?
What's good, man?
Yeah,
What's good, Coach?
Man, what's good, Young Red? Yeah, man.
The crazy week has started a week, man. I lost my Frenchie, man.
What?
Kicked the can, man.
You mean the one that's over there on that rah?
Nah, not the young one, my old one. He was 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well, yeah, that hurts, but 15. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he
Sorry
did
to
it,
hear
man.
that, man.
Yeah. To me, he made it. Like, to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no dog live to 15.
And not no dog like that.
Yeah, not no French bulldog.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Well, so did he pass in his sleep or what?
Like, he passed, but his eyes was open. Like when I woke up in the morning, he was in the cage, on his side, and it looked like he was trembling a little bit, but he was gone already. You know what I'm saying? He was already gone. And
Wow.
when I wrapped him up to put him when I put him in the blanket, he started urinating a little bit. I'm like, oh man, what's this? And then I heard a little something in the stomach. It sounded like a little gas, and that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Yep.
I was like, damn, man.
That's still, I mean, it still hurts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hurt like a motherfucker, man.
Sorry for your loss, brother.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Good looking, man.
For
Yeah.
sure.
But you have a testimony that most of us don't have, man. As far as like dogs that's living that long, I think the longest I had a dog live is like 12 years.
Wow.
I had a black lab lived to 15.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So, man, salute to you, man. Yeah, but it's definitely not easy, losing this like our kids, you know what I'm saying? So definitely not easy losing them. But at the same time,
Right.
we can weigh the good with the bad, and for you to be able to reconcile with the losses, like, man, your dog lived a amazing life at 15. So, for him, he was probably couldn't wait to go, to be honest with you, if you think about it.
Yeah, it seemed like that, but I don't know, man. It kind of seemed like when I got the new Frenchie, he was so amped, like that joint took him out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It felt like it took him out a little bit because he wanted to smash.
Yeah.
That was like his major goal right there. I'm like,
Well, you
damn.
know what? Well, hold on, young Red. You made him happy, man, because you gave him purpose in his old age, brother.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Because he couldn't do nothing with the bully. He couldn't reach. So he wasn't really messing with her like that.
Yeah, so that's so he, you gave him purpose. So for him, he was like, if he could tell you thank you, man, he's like, thank you, daddy. I'd rather die trying to get in some pussy than never get a chance, never get a chance to try.
Nah, that's a fact.
So, that's a shit. Either way, man, like I said, my condolences, brother.
Thank you, man.
Man, well, shit, man, we got a cook up tonight, man. This one right here, let me put it in the banner. Let me let it hit that ticker. Let me let it hit that ticker. You know what I mean? So, tonight I want to talk about, will 2025 and years to come be the rise of the pioneer dogman and the designer working dogs? And of course, I know you gentlemen here on the panel, you guys respect the craft of the pioneer dogman, and we all follow, and you guys have introduced me to some other dogmen who think like we do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I wanted to talk about this subject matter and to get y'all's feedback and even the chat's feedback on this topic at hand. If we think that it is the rise of the pioneer dogman, which is, the definition of the pioneer dogman is someone who has a vision like the ones who created breeds that we all adore today. The ones who had an idea that made the Doberman, made the German Shepherd, made the Rottweiler, made all the different breeds. All those are pioneer dogmen, right?
Right.
So with that, being said and that being understood, do you think that, this 2025 2025 season, right? This season of the year 2025, will that be the rise of that? Will people be more accepting, more intrigued by that type of dog man who's actually in the lab, taking different breeds and cooking up stuff that, are on that level of, like, wow, like, oh, what is he doing? What? Oh, she's doing what? Oh, whoa, that's gonna be dope. Like, is that gonna be something that more people will be in tune with more so than not, versus it being like something that they shun upon? And oh my God, they're creating mutts and all that other BS that the sheep will be talking about. So what do y'all think about this?
Well, let me ask you a question, Coach. Since you did the interview with Fit Bully,
Yeah.
did you get more inquiries about pups, and did you get like more followers or more people curious about the dogs that you created or created?
I would say I had some individuals show up on the live, a few individuals on the live. I don't really necessarily know if I got any more people that actually follow me. Because I have so many followers. So it's like, I
Yeah.
don't really know. You know what I'm saying? If it's 1, 2, 10, 20, whatever, I'm not really sure. However, I would say I did receive some new followers as far as people on the live coming up because they mentioned the actual interview. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right.
Now, the only thing that I would say is that um, I didn't know that it was only going to be 30 minutes. So if it was going to be 30 minutes, then I would have condensed my, you know what I'm saying? I would condense my information down. So I was limited to explaining fully, what he was asking me. So that's the only thing that I was kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? I didn't know I only had 30 minutes. Because if I knew that ahead of time, then I would have just summarized my shit and kept, I would have kept it short and sweet and kept it moving.
Right.
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 All right.
Yeah.
So where I was going with that was just because then I would say yes. Because I mean you got shit, damn near what, 40,000 subscribers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Damn near, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
37,000.
yeah. And then, they got a lot of subscribers over there. And then, you got this platform and then your shorts go crazy. So, like people still watching your shorts right
Right.
now today, right? So I
Right.
would say yes, because everybody is looking for that. Honestly, everybody's looking for that next thing. That's why, I think Fools was creating hairless bullies and, what I mean, Frenchies and, what I mean, gorilla monkeys and all types of stuff that they was creating because it was just like, what else can we do
Yeah.
now? You know what I'm saying? To make this money. What new thing gonna come out so we can
Because they
we
already knew that
ex-
it was the end of this breed.
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So like it's like that. So I think in 2025, 2026, 2027, I think it's really gonna be the year of, you know, it's gonna be crazy because the dog men like us, I think that's when the following really is gonna come because people getting bored with the American bully now. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Oh,
Getting
oh,
bored. They getting bored with the pit bull now. You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? So it's like now you man, see that you got those AK-74 band dogs coming, you got those double XL pit bulls cooking up, you know what I mean? You got the bull herders coming, you got the American bulldogs coming, and so it's
Formula
like,
One Bulldogs. I gotta correct you, Duro.
I'm sorry.
Formula One Bulldogs. I have to correct you, not American Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Pardon my manners.
No
Uh
problem. No
Formula,
problem.
you know what I mean? Um Bulldogs, you know what I mean, coming. And so I see so many things and so many people, you know, gonna say, well, whoa, man, like look at this. And like I said, more people started to get those dogs and more of us started to get some of those dogs. Then it's like, yo, that's what we need. Like the community is already growing. You know what I
Right.
mean? So more people start showcasing, pardon me. I mean, it's not just coach that had those dogs, it's us had those dogs, and you know what I mean, and we doing this and we doing that with it. We got shorts and we on Instagram, we on the stories, like we on, we it's so many, that's how the bully community took off, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
everybody. All right, this person got a bully from this person. You know what I mean? This person got bullied from that person. You know what I mean? So what? It was like what? BGK, Bossy, you know what I mean? A
Go way
couple of
back. Dave Wilson and all them to Juan Gotti to Richard Baraja.
right,
Yeah.
Them.
right. So like it went from that, and then everybody wanted a dog from them, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It only take that. Like once
True
they see,
Tank.
huh?
I said True Tank.
Ex-
Remy.
Exactly. So it's only a matter of time, and that's the perfect timing right there.
You're right.
Like how many cookups you gonna have up by then though, coach? Like you gonna have a couple.
Man, I have so many. They just on the back, they just over there chilling. You know what I mean? They just chilling.
Right.
They're not gonna come out until the right time.
Right. So that's when that's when it takes off, man. I'm telling you, because word of mouth is and on Instagram and on social media, word of mouth is like that hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I mean. If you was having a party or something, you was promoting something, you was hand to hand. You know what I mean? Passing out flyers. That's how everybody heard about the new club, right?
Yeah, true.
So that word of mouth, that word of mouth is like, oh man, Formula One K9s. That's where you gotta go to get that. So I think, yeah, man, because you about to have a bunch of guys. My vision, you about to have a bunch of guys backing you. You know what I'm saying? And with their creations, you got a whole bunch of people trying to work and a whole bunch of people behind you that support you. That got some of your blood is going to acquire some of your blood, coach. I think is that's going to be our time. That's what I think.
I agree.
Word.
I agree with you, man. 1,000%. I agree with you. You know, and I see it with the ones who's cooking, like, you know, like my man with red rum and shit. You know what I'm saying? Eli. You know what I'm saying, with red rum. You know, he cooking and he got red rum as his number one recipe, and he cooking up all kind of next level shit with that dog. You know what I mean? So what you're saying is correct, and I just hope that what I want to inspire is for you guys and all the ones who have a vision like I did and like I do still currently to, think outside the box, but be mathematical, like we talk about, be strategic, use the stuff that we talk about in the classroom to make something at a high level. It's like we're not, if we're trying to be on a level like how I design or how I theme my kennel, which is Formula One. If you follow a Formula One racing, that's the pinnacle of racing, man. That's where all the billionaires and that's the highest level of racing, period. Okay. Hundreds of millions to billions of dollars is put into programs. Okay. These guys are serious about their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the same way that I want you guys to think about your dogs. If we're talking about high performance, not just performance dogs, but high performance dogs, we have to be serious about our craft. But see, I'm going to salute you or whoever else who comes in the game, was in the lab cooking, drawing up mathematics, making it make sense, not sparing their dollars and cents on top tier DNA, right? And they're putting dogs together, creating these dogs using hybrid vigor, because we know hybrid vigor is our best friend. We know that. So we're getting these freaks of natures, we're putting them together, testing to see if they are producers or not. Because just because they became a freak of nature produced by hybrid vigor doesn't mean they're going to produce. We know that. So for those of us who know the instructions, who paid attention in class, who understand the mathematics, who produce these dogs, that produce these next level dogs, see, that's what it's all about for us, because we keep raising the bar. You know what I'm saying? We create these high level Hall of Fame type athlete type dogs. You know what I'm saying? The Bo Jacksons, the Deion Sanders, whoever is top tier, Michael Jordan, whoever is the top tier of the top tier, Usain Bolt, all these top tier, the top tiers, we understand what they are, and also we understand how to produce them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure that me as coach, right, not only show you by me being a player coach, it's easy for me to talk to you guys about what I used to do and what I used to have. That's kind of the way of coaching today, because they're older, right? But I'm older, but I'm not that old where I'm retired. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm mature enough to give you guys my experience, but I'm also young enough to still be EA Sports in the game, in the
game, right? Right.
So now I can still relate to y'all with my experience and the fact that I'm doing the trial and error and experiments, and just like y'all are doing y'all trial and error and experiments. So you can take what I say and say, you know what? If coach is saying this, I know he's running the plays that he's telling me to run. I see his dogs. Okay, I don't got to reinvent the wheel, because in reality, to keep it real with y'all, I'm not reinventing the wheel. Ain't nothing new under the sun. We know that shit. We smart. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But what we doing is taking all the collective information that we've learned from all the people before us, and we're applying it today. That's the advantage that we have over the OGs and the people before us. We got the information that they didn't have. And then we can collectively, mathematically put these dogs together and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I just to, elaborate on what you was talking about, Duro, you're correct in that. And I knew that coming in, that it's going to take, people catching on, and then not only people catching on, people getting some of my dogs. And not only that, the people who are receiving my dogs, buying my dogs, actually taking the concept that I took and then applying it to their whatever they're trying to cook up, and then they're seeing what coach was talking about, and they're like, oh shit, now they're campaigning what I've been representing, because now they're seeing it in their own genetic recipes. They're seeing it, with the dogs that they purchased. They're seeing the level with the dog, because now they got a dog that a coach has. Now they're like, okay, now I got the dog. Wow, coach been talking all this shit. He been pounding on his chest. Now I have the dog. I see why he be pounding on his chest. Now I can pound on my chest too, because I see the damn dog. I got the dog. It's my dog. I see it. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna pound my chest. So yeah. Salute, Duro. You're exactly right, man. What about you, Young Ready? What can you elaborate on the subject matter?
Yeah, I could see the next generation of designer working dogs being the focus instead of the regular breeds that we already have. Everybody's already kind of worn out from those. They
Played
did
out.
everything with them already that you can basically do that. Yeah. So like all the next generation dogs, like the band dogs and all these new lurcher, herder, Dutch herding, crazy wolf type of things out there. Yeah, that's gonna be the next force, the next level. That's in high demand because we're already seeing it across seas.
True. I agree.
Hey, one thing that I gotta say, like when we go back to something you were saying, like the information that the OGs didn't have, they didn't have it because they didn't know it, but they also, as they went along, like you went along, you've been doing this for so long, like you have, you know, had cook-ups. I'm sure you wasn't proud about. I'm sure you made mistakes along the way, and things like that. But you know what, you know, young guys or guys that's under you, that you mentor us, we learn, from the game that you give us, because there's a couple lives that you're talking about, that you went back on and you were saying like, you know, faults and mistakes that that you had or whatever the case is. So it's like now, like you giving us that game, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so we taking that game, and it's kind of hard for us to kind of like fail when we got somebody who kind of like, not kind of who kind of, but who's giving us, the business that we need and the information that we need to succeed.
Correct. And it's live. You feel what I'm saying? It's not, like I said, it's not something that I used to do. And there's nothing against anyone that had a level and they were at the peak of their level and they're not doing that anymore. We're not going to discredit those who have the experience, however they might be retired. We're not,
Right.
that's not to discredit those individuals. You know what I mean? However, it's a little bit different when somebody is EA Sports, like I said, in the game and giving you stuff that we're doing today that's current. So now not only are you getting the past that you haven't applied to your program, that you can apply to your program, right? The past that worked, but you're having somebody who's giving you present that's going to catapult you to the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the level that we play in, and that's why this topic is so strong and so powerful. It's called the Pioneer Dogman. See, because I want you gentlemen and then any ladies who follow us that's really in tune with this type of dogmanship, I want you guys to be the forward thinkers, but we got to do it the right way. We're not sloppy. We're not over there just freestyling shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you guys to come into the dog game making mutts, because that's not what we here to do. You know what I'm saying? We here to do this mathematically and have a purpose behind it, have an understanding behind what we do, so that we elevate every time we create. Not this, we don't. I'm going through it blind. I'm just. Oh, what if I just throw this dog and that dog together? What will it do? It sound good, but is it really good? Did you do your understanding? Like, you feel me? So, yeah, man. We got Dogman down in the building.
Salute, Don.
Man, what's up, bro? Man, what you got to say, brother?
Man, I'm just sitting back, chilling, listening, man. I ain't really got much to say, man. I just joined in a little late.
Okay. Well, whenever you want to, say a little something, man, please feel free. You on the panel, you know what I mean? Use your voice, man. We would love to hear from you, brother.
For sure.
Were you gonna say something, Duro?
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, you know what? I was gonna say was it was like, like when you asked me, like, when I was telling you how I want to cook up a band dog, and how, because you got to use some type of mastiff, correct, for it to be a band dog, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like when I was saying my cook up and what I want to cook up, I did my homework because I love both of those dogs. So I'm thinking like, hey, if I put this dog and this dog together, I get that guard dog. I get kind of like that guardian dog, but I also get that working dog, but I also get that family dog. So when I'm when I'm cooking up, it could damn near be anything, like a bull. You know what I'm saying? It could be an emotional support dog, you know what I'm saying, a working dog. It could be a high performance dog. Like it could be. I mean, we would have to test that one out, but I'm just saying, like the sky
all around.
Yeah, all around balanced dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, because I know both of those breeds really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But another thing too, with the band dog, it should be the ultimate. If you're taking it serious, because you can create like what we're doing, and you can add different dogs to your resume. It doesn't just have to be a mastiff bull breed. It could be a variance of dogs. You know what I'm saying? It should be the ultimate well-rounded type dog, an all-purpose dog. It should be that at the end of the day. Like you said, it could be all of the above, what you were talking about, Duro. And it should be, But then the concept of what I told you guys, what I base my program off of, frames, brains, and motors. And, all three of those things have to play for you to get that well-rounded dog. Because if that dog has the brain, it can be taught all of those things that you was talking about, Duro.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Everything you said, A1.
So being the coach, right? I want to ask you a question. So as the coach, what can, from what you know of me, what can I do to make my situation, like, I want to say my situation, like my program, what can I do to make it even tighter? You know what I'm saying? From what you do, I'm asking you to critique, from what you know, what you see, whatever the case is, what can I do to make it better?
Make it better?
Yeah.
So, okay, so then okay, this goes for everybody too. So I'm speaking to all of you, I'm talking to you, Duro. Okay, right. It all is based off of your vision, your program's mission statement. Like, what is your vision for your program? overall? Now we know through all the previous classrooms we talk about your vision will morph, it will change over time. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
However, where is the foundation? What's your program's mission statement? Like, what is your vision for your program? Tell me that.
The vision for my program is to create a well-rounded family dog, guard dog,
Complete.
emotional support dog. That's my goal. That's what I. That's what
What
I.
is it supposed to look like?
Huh?
What is the phenotype? What is it supposed to look like?
I want the body to be. How can I say it? That's a good question. Uh, going for like a. I'm going for like that strong, that strong, big body dog. Kind of, I guess, kind of American bullyish a little bit, but not so. I'm talking about body size.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want it to be a bully type as far as thickness. How tall you want it to be?
Probably about
How
as
many
big.
inches tall at the withers?
Maybe like 22.
Okay, 22 inches tall. You want to be a bully type. So are you trying to produce another bully? Because I
No,
mean,
no, not another bully.
You want a band dog.
Right. Yes.
Band
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, so you want a band dog. Um, you want it to be 22 inches because 22 inches is not that. You got to think about a mastiff is a mastiff is 26 inches and above.
No.
Yeah.
But
Like
that's what
a
I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? When I get, if I take it to like a smaller dog, you know what I'm saying? That maybe can like take some of the height off.
Okay, or like you can do what I did, and like I said, I was able to buy a recipe that already had the mastiff and other dogs already cooked in it, so it wasn't heavily, like for example, it wasn't like how my damn Formula One band dog boys I talked about earlier, like them damn giraffes. Them boys is giraffes. You know what I'm saying? So they're heavy. You can see the heavy mastiff in them because they just tall and long and lanky and shit. But
Mm.
if you want your dogs to be 22 inches, then you can already have, like I said, some genetics that already have the mastiff mixed in your program, so you don't ain't gotta go F1 to a pure mastiff type to your dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So you can do that. So that's
And
doable.
you definitely got something like that too.
I mean, I do. I mean, yeah, I could definitely help you take a shortcut for sure. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's easy for me to. So okay, I would say what you have, right? Being that you appreciate, you love what you already have, I would definitely incorporate that into your band dog program, right?
Right.
Because you keep Bane there. That DNA that you have, you want to have that alive in your future program. So make sure you include that in your lab notes. Now, all the other features that you are looking for, right? That's
Yeah.
where you add the other dogs, right? The other features that your dogs lack. That's where you would come into your lab notes, sit down and say, okay, what features do I lack that I need to create this dog for my program? Which dogs are going to add this for me? And then you would use them dogs to do that, if that makes sense.
I got you. That does make sense. Word.
Okay.
Writing this down.
Now, when you add these particular dogs, hopefully, like I was mentioning, like I did, and I bumped my head on that. I just got blessed, not lucky, that I was able to be in contact with buff dogs and was able to get DNA and already have my dogs already on deck, so I was able to get semen. Okay, I was able to skip steps. I didn't have to go to the F1, F2, F3, all the I skipped steps because of their work. You can do that too, like you said. You can go ahead and tap into me. Like, Coach, man, I need something off of that. I need something off of this. I need something off of that. Da, da, da. You get that. You add that to your program. Boom. Now you're ahead of the curve. But for you, it is the end result to your overall vision. That's why I said, what is your mission statement? Once you know that, once you start applying and cooking, once you start producing, once you start seeing what you produce, experiencing them because you've able to keep the majority of or have them within a circle that you can watch all of those productions, see which ones turned out phenotypically, right? Genotypically the way you want it as far as your program, then you use those. Or like me, right? You use them all if you have access, because we don't know which ones are going to produce what we are looking for.
Right.
Just because that dog turns out, we talked about this, just because that dog turns out in the essence of what that dog is as the dog that we wanted it to turn out, doesn't mean it will produce that. We know this.
Right.
Okay. That dog that didn't turn out the way you wanted could be the dog that produced what you want in the future. That's a
Right.
fact.
I already know what I want to do. Word. I want to take one of those 74 joints, a male, and breed it to a mini bull terrier.
Ooh,
female.
That's gonna be crazy.
That is
Nah. I'm trying to take one of them Kangols with the AK-47. And y'all, I'm sure.
I'm in the city, bro.
I'm sure
right
Coach
now.
done seen the Bull Vision work. They got a crazy dog named like Trigger or something like that, bro. And I want to mix the 47 with some of the Bull Vision and see what I can get.
Wow, that's gonna be crazy. I'm a fan of Bull Vision.
Because they got the bull herders and the coaches whipping up some bull herders soon. So
yeah,
it's only right to add the coaches DNA in there.
Yeah, that's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. I like it.
That's
actually.
a big fact, dog, man. Don,
So
I'm a fan.
That's gonna be.
I just don't know what I want to get from Coach. I don't know if I want a male, if I want a female, and I never really like touched bases with Bull Vision or nothing. I just like looked at their work and stuff, and they got some crazy dogs, like some nice dogs, bro. I'm like, dang, like I gotta get my hands on something like that. And I'm thinking like, what could I breed it to? And then months go by, and then Coach whipping up that Kango with the pit. I'm like, man, you gotta do that. Got to.
Ooh, that's gonna be sickening, man. You know,
they
you know what,
dogs
dog, man, Don?
Say it again.
Go ahead, dog man. Go ahead.
I was saying like,
go ahead, elaborate.
Y'all was talking on like the size and stuff, and I was thinking like them Kangols and that AK gonna be tall. It ain't gonna be no small dog. That ain't gonna be no tiny dog.
Monster, son.
And Bull Vision, they dogs on like the more smaller side. They're not as tall. They're not as, you feel me, wider, and you feel me like that. So I was thinking like, if it brought the size down, what would I have to incorporate to try to bring the size back up without, you feel me, like playing with the DNA too much?
Back to the Kango.
Oh man,
back to a Kango.
But
I don't want to go too tall. I don't want to play.
You know the coach got the playbook.
Right? I'm already knowing, Coach. I'm already knowing.
So watch this, dog, man, Don. Okay. Remember our good old friend, our best friend in this breeding game? We call him Hybrid Vigor, right?
Sure.
You understand that, right, dog, man, Don? You understand our best friend is Hybrid Vigor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So watch this. AK with that Kangal is going to produce Hybrid Vigor.
For sure.
Right? Should be something greater than the parents. Whether it might be smaller, whether it be bigger, the overall dog will be greater than the parents. Now, that's the DNA genetic makeup, is that Hybrid Vigor. It's in there. Now, if you were able to pick the right dog, which we don't know, it's a crapshoot. So don't break your brain cells trying to figure it out. I'm gonna pick the right dog, Tony. Don't even do it. However, However, if you can pick the right dog that has that vigor in it as well, and you take whatever, a male or female from that particular breeding with AK and the Kangal, and then you get you that bull vision, whatever you decide to pick, and you cook it up. Now, once you cook it up, it's your job understanding the classroom, how we talk about how we pick out dogs, and maybe we'll do that next week. We'll talk about how to pick out dogs. We're gonna do that next Thursday. How about that? But anyway, you understand how you pick out the right dogs and you pick out the right one. Not only that, if you do even better, you do what I taught you guys, is make sure if you did that breeding, you make sure that if you can keep all them dogs, keep them. If not, place them to places where you can use them. If you can use each one of those dogs into your next generations, then you'll get the dog that you're looking for. What you talked about, Dogman Don, you'll get that in between dog that you envision. You'll get it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You'll get it. So everything you envision is possible. You just have to do it the right way. You can't cut no corners. You can't do no skip to my lose. You can't be like, oh, I picked this one, and then that one don't turn out because you picked the wrong one. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, we gotta be realistic. We're assisting God. We're not God in this stuff, right? We're just God's assistant. God only knows what's going to be produced at the end of the day, not us.
True.
But I love the vision though, Dogman Don. I love that one though. I love it.
I mean, like when you saying keeping connections, I mean, recently I had a litter of 9 presses that I was like, I was gifted the mother dog, so she came pregnant, and I was just like, damn, like what the fuck, like, excuse my language, but I'm like, Jesus, like what am I gonna do? She popped out 9 of them things, and I'm just like, damn. I'm just like, man. So then I just start hitting up like homies that's into dogs, and just everybody that I knew that had dogs, or like older folks that was into dogs back in the day and stuff like that. I was just trying to hit them up like, bro, I got a dog. You feel me? Like, I'll give it to you for a little bit of nothing. Just, you feel me? Keep it well. Let me come back and maybe ate it a few times, and you can get a dog, or you can get some ends off of it and stuff like that. And they was all for it. So I got the litter off pretty quick and not too bad. And then the dude that I got the mother dog from came back and got the 3 best males from the litter, because it was 8 males and 1 female.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I was having a rough time. I'm surprised I ain't got no ball patches.
You got all of them off?
All of them. And I'm still connected. One lives like literally 2 houses down. The other one lives in another neighborhood. One lives like 20 minutes away.
Oh, you good, man.
Yeah,
you good.
She just turned 2 literally 10 days ago. So I'm trying to see what I can cook up with her. I showed Coach her before. I had to eventually get rid of her because the situation I'm in. I'm still young, so I'm trying to figure out my place in life and where I'm going to end up. So I'm really just staying with my grandma, and she don't really do the dogs too much. She don't like seeing them too much, so I just be chilling them with them in the garage and stuff like that. So with 9 dogs in the garage, it get hectic.
Oh, them pressures are different, bro.
You got some out in the chain, and they barking nonstop, and you just gotta keep managing them. And the only time they shut up is when you really put that discipline on them and shut the lights off, and they don't, you feel me, make no noises. That's the only time I can really get a break. And it'd be like 4 hours, and I'd be like, Jesus, like what the heck?
They working you, bro.
Man, they was working me. They was working me. Man. This dog stuff is not easy. For everybody watching, the Dogman stuff is not easy. You will stress out, but you gotta just see it through.
We're gonna do a show about that one too, Dogman Don. We're gonna have a show about that.
It's gonna be a lot of poo-poo. You might have poo-poo in your hair. You never know. That's how stressful it get.
Nah, this joint, it's real, man. It's not a game, man.
Especially when you try and cook up some of them one-of-a-kind dogs that you never ever seen before, especially them working class dogs. A lot of people don't see working class dogs no more, like how the subject is. Like, I don't feel like working dogs are even a thing to the like city people. They don't even know what a working dog really is. They like, what is that? Like,
yeah, they don't know what that is.
Work? What work? The dog works? He has a job? Yeah, he does. He do have a job. He better do his job too, or his ass gonna be gone.
Period.
So I just be like, man, like I just hope the working dog stuff just goes to a different level. Like I want to see it just progress a lot better. I want to see more dogs than robots. Working dogs,
Fact.
working dogs than robots.
Just coming to that.
Working
It
dogs
is.
can do a better job than a robot can. Go get you a beer out the fridge if you wanted to.
Yeah,
No
it
cap,
really
I
can.
seen it. I seen a lab do it. Imagine a Kango mixed with that AK.
Man, hey, I gotta give a special contract, a little disclaimer out there for people who buy those, so I don't be liable if them dogs end up eating somebody and killing somebody.
Nah, they better know what they
Full
doing.
insurance.
You know what I mean? I'm not liable for your negligence. You know what I'm saying? Because
Nah,
them
that's a fact.
dogs is gonna be something
That's
special.
different.
Nah,
And
them
hey, and
different.
that bitch Coco, that
The Malinois.
Malinois bitch Coco, man, she
I'm scared of that.
been getting on my nerves with that bark. That bark she got is like so piercing, and it's like she gets the high pitched Mariah Carey piercing bark. That shit been getting on my nerves, man. That fucking bitch. But you know what? That female. That's why I said shout out. Shout out to the understanding of a pack, because when I got her, she didn't have that rah 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 shish boom ba. Now she done embodied all the lions and tigers and bears mentality in that freaking pack that I got, pack of killers. Now she thinks she one of them. So now she be showboating.
Gone.
She be doing a little rah, 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 jumping all high. That bitch jump like a kangaroo, pace back and forth. That bitch pace nonstop. Got this high-pitched Mariah Carey freaking loud bark that's getting on my nerves. Like, bitch, you know what, bitch? If you want your DNA, bitch, But anyway, that one right there with AK is gonna be something else too,
That's
because
different too.
I see the spirit in her. I see the vibe in her. I see the energy in her. She's definitely smart. She come from top tier pedigree. She's athletic as the and she got a freaking bite on her. That's crazy. I give her these nylon bones, these type of little bone things, and she'll take the bone and she'll push it in between the kennel bars. I got her in one of them European kennels, so she'll push her muzzle in between the kennel bars where she's got the bone like wedged in her mouth, and from her back jaw, like her back teeth molars, man, she'll keep biting and biting and biting until she break that thing in half, man.
Yeah.
I'm like wondering
That's
how
smart.
you break this in half, but I see what she's doing now. She's using her brain. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna break this thing. So she'll push it up against the bar where it's like lodged up against the back of her jaw, and she'll keep biting and biting and biting and biting. She break them things in half. I'm like, how the hell you do that? Now I saw her do it. Like, okay, bitch, you got a brain on you too. Not only you athleticism, you got a bite force. I was wondering how's her bite that strong? Because Malinois' bite force ain't really that strong.
Yeah.
Right? That's why police, that's one of the reasons why police use them, because the damage that they do to the human ain't gonna be as much as if a Kangal bit him, or you know what I mean, a dog with a band dog bit a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not gonna bone crush you, but man, this bitch over here, she breaking bones, and she grinding bones in half and using her back molars to do it. So whatever I cook up with her and AK, and then if I take it to that atomic dog level, that atomic bomb type dog level, and I take that AK with the Kangal puppies or productions, and I take that AK with Coco production, and I breed them together, oh man, it's game over. It's game over.
That's gonna be dangerous. That's right.
Ooh,
Word.
I ain't think of
It's
that.
game over.
See, look, I ain't think of that.
This game over. That's what I got so many cookups, but the world ain't ready for this stuff, man. I'm Formula One with this shit. Like I'm on a whole nother level with dogs. Like, you know what I mean? Like I like this. What I do is like a gift. I had this gift in my mind when I was 8 years old. I wanted to create my own dogs. It just elaborated over time with my knowledge and my understanding of life, and then my knowledge and understanding of dogs, and then just thinking about it from like I said, a mathematical genetic point of view, and making sure that I'm thinking about it the right way, and then having a vision of and having a gift of picking the right dogs, and having a gift of being able to manage these type of dogs, to manage these type of dogs that if you ain't got that personality, they'll run amok over your ass. Man, I got some real killers that I manage, man. But I have a gift to how I deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Like my dogs understand my spirit. They know that I don't want to discipline them. However, they know I will.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so with alpha dogs, their pack energy is based off of who is going to allow me to run over them and who is not going to allow me to run over them. And if that dog is not going to allow me to run over them, then we need to fight for that. You know, that's how dogs do it. They're going to fight for their position. And then when you finally give in, then I'm the alpha. Well, I've been raising you since you came out your mama's little pouch.
Right.
So I've been manhandling you and raising you and nurturing your brain since you was a little puppy. So of course you couldn't manhandle me as a little puppy. But if I wasn't dealing with you accordingly as a little puppy, now that you're a grown dog that you can probably put mouth on me and kill me, in your mind, I already nurture your mind to understand that, you know what, even though you probably could do it if you just really was on that hype, your mind understands that I've nurtured you to know that I'm the alpha. You are not going to do it because you respect my position. That's how dogs do. They respect your position. They do.
Facts. Yep.
It's just how it works, because that's how it works in the pack. So that's why I'm able to do what I do. That's why I'm able to have the visions that I have, and I'm able to put together these type of dogs to where it's like I mentioned to you guys, it's like, you know, shout out to my nephew, but I didn't know I was going to have his Malinois. I didn't even have that bull herder, even though I follow bull vision since day one. But I didn't even think about making no bull herder. Like, I mean, bull herder, that was dope. What they was doing out there in the UK and Europe, that's dope. But I was like, I ain't trying to do all that. But over time, when I decided to get the Kangal, I'm like, well, shit. And then my nephew was like, man, Uncle, I can't, man, I can't have this bitch. Can you help me? Give me that bitch. I'll make a bull herder out of that bitch. Now it's like I just mentioned, I'm gonna take those and breed those together. That's the atomic dog. You ain't messing with me, man. With the dogs,
next level,
man. You gotta be a real elite sportsman to handle them dogs. Like you gotta be, you know, the best of the best with them type of Schützen type dogs to take this dog that will probably, you know, challenge you. You know, and I want the dog to challenge the trainer. I need my dogs to challenge you as a trainer. My dog you should never get my dog. If I cooked up that, let's say, Project X with AK and that Malinois, that dog should make you respect it like I respect AK. Like I respect AK and I respect his power and ability, and I deal with him accordingly. I know that dog, if he wasn't in tune with me, that dog would overpower me. I know he will. He's just that type of dog. I've never handled a dog like him with that type of intensity and strength and ability. I've never handled a dog like AK until AK. But at the same time, I've had him when he came overseas to me at 4 months, and I've been dealing with him like I've been dealing with all my dogs. So he respects me as his daddy. So he won't try me to the point where he, you know, could test me to the point where, you know, I'm going to try you, Dad. And I know when I try you, you're not going to be able to handle me because I know I can't. I'm just being honest with you. That's a dog that I know I can't. You know what I'm saying? He's just too powerful, too intense, too serious. He really with all the shit he about, but he respect me. Now, when I take him to that Malinois, which I'm finding out is with all the shit too, that's a next level dog for the high level trainer. You need to have a hard time training this dog. It shouldn't be an easy train. Just like if you was trying to level up and go and race for Formula One, you was racing on all the lower level from your go-kart, you know, the little kart racing to your little Formula 3, whatever levels you got to go up before you get to the top level. You get into that Formula 1 racing car, you know, you might have been the shit in F3, but you get in that F1, you ain't, you know, that car too much for your ass. You got to go back down a level, even though you might have been the shit in your previous levels. That's how I want my dogs to be for those trainers. Okay? You get my dog, you better build a relationship with that motherfucking dog. You better make sure that dog loves you and trusts you. Because if you think you're gonna run that dog, make that dog do whatever, all that little robot shit you got all these other dogs doing, that dog ain't playing. My dogs ain't playing that shit. They need you to be able to handle them. They need you to they need to feel like they respect you to do everything that you ask of it, because that's the type of dogs that I want to create. But not everybody's on that hype. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody think like that, but that's, that's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I'm going off and elaborating, but yeah,
I can
man.
see somebody, some dumbass trying to make a lap dog out of that shit.
No. I'm not saying it like that, Young Red.
Nah,
I'm saying it
but
like,
you know what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying. You know what I mean. Like
I do know what you mean, Young Red, and they wouldn't be buying my dogs because nah, sorry, these aren't lap dogs.
exactly.
I'm talking about Young Red. What I'm talking about is this. I'm talking about the ones who are high level at they shit. They're taking, let's say, full blood Malinois. They're taking full blood German Shepherds. Whatever they taking, they purebred, and they're getting my freaking. You see what I'm saying? They getting my shit that's beyond what your purebred dog is. That's not to downplay it, but I'm just letting you know, like, this is Formula One shit,
Formula
man.
One.
This shit, yeah.
Gonna
That's all I'm
excel
saying.
your program to the highest degree possible. Right.
Yes, it's gonna do the job beyond anything that you've ever experienced. It's gonna do the job at the highest level that you've ever experienced in a dog. That's what it's going to be. And what I envision for the Kangal and AK is I want it to be, my vision for that is going to be like, it's going to be a livestock guardian dog, but at a higher level than the Kangal. Faster, stronger, more drive, that type shit. Durable, take max pain.
Bite force.
That's what I want to do. Fearless.
Ooh.
That's what I envision with that dog when I take AK to the Kangal. That's my envision for that. You know what I'm saying? So for whoever got to protect they, livestock and they land and their property and stuff like that, I want you to see that dog roaming that property and see it run off big game, run it off, because they like, damn, that dog's fast. That dog, oh, it's smart. Oh, it bite hard. You know what I'm saying? It overwhelms its prey. It overwhelms it. It don't need the pack. It can do it itself. That's what I want. That's my vision for that type of dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, like we talk about, this is pioneer talk. We talking about, gentlemen and ladies, if you guys are listening, this is what I want to inspire to you guys who are pioneers like myself. Think like this. Envision it, like how we were talking about, your program, Duro. Envision that, whatever your program is, but at the same time, mathematically, genetically, put it together. Don't freestyle the shit. Put it together the right way.
Right.
I didn't freestyle it. That's why I have the dogs that I have today. I didn't freestyle it. I did my research. I bought dogs based off of dogs that I saw, and I had a vision. Now, what I produce is still, we don't know. We don't know that. None of us know this. But again, the dogs I put in place will help me eventually produce what I envision. So I'm hoping, based off of what I pick, what I buy, what I put together, I will get that. And the only way I know that is when I produce it, I spread it out, or I keep the litter, I watch them develop, and I use each and every one of those to see what I can produce off.
Nah, that's a fact.
Easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Easier said than done.
That's why I want to put that.
Go ahead, young lady.
Said than done, for sure.
That's why I was saying I want to put that AR 74 or the 74
AK.
or the AK 74 or the AR 15. I want either a male from either or, but I want to put that with the mini, like a female mini bull terrier. I'm in the city, so right now, So that's all I'm able to mess with right now. You know what I'm saying? But I do like that jaw on that bull terrier. It's something about that jaw that is different. Like it's a different look.
Yeah.
And I want it on that body that you got. No homo.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I would recommend you, getting the 74. Whenever I decide to take AK to Silver Bullet, those are gonna be, man, those are gonna be some damn dogs.
Yeah.
I already know those are gonna be some dogs, man.
Because it's still gonna give me the hybrid vigor. Like it's gonna have small ones and it's gonna have like medium sized joints and possible the
It's
normal
gonna have
size.
all of the above.
Yeah.
You're gonna have small ones, you'll have big ones, you'll have all of the above because the genetic pool is so diverse. You're gonna throw all kind of, you know what I'm saying? You have a variety pack.
Yep.
You have a
That's what
genetic
I'm looking.
variance.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking.
Yeah, definitely do it with the 74. Like I said, whenever I do that one with AK and Silver Bullet, if any of you guys can get your hands on that, because I was hoping and praying I was able to get my hands on it, but I wasn't able to get hands on it. I only
What year
had
you doing it, Coach?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I have so many cookups I can do. Like right now, my girl Draca is in heat, but I'm not giving the world none of them double XL AK-47 Chopper XL pit bulls. I'm not giving y'all that. Y'all ain't got y'all money right. So I'm skipping that. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't even gonna front. I don't.
As soon as I'm ready, I'm hitting you, man. Nah, it's real, bro.
I'm not saying that to y'all in general. I'm saying as a whole, like that is so next level. I'm not taking no less than 6 bands. I'm not taking no less than 6 on those. So I'm not doing it right now because the market ain't ready for that. Them $6,000 damn AK dogs. They're not ready for that. So I'm letting that slide by. I'm looking at that like, damn it, man. That's a cook up. That's next level that I can do right now. But we're not on that Red Hot Chili Peppers. We're not giving it away now. It's not happening. So that's the only reason why. So that's what I'm saying. Even with that one, I would love to do it in 2025. I mean, I got my bitch Silver Bullet. She's over there in her own sections over there. She's calm. That means when she's calm, she'll be able to have those puppies and she won't stress them out. She'll have a full belly of damn puppies out. If I put AK semen in her, she'll have a full belly. I got her calm by herself. So I know that if I cooked her up right now, she'll have the puppies. But like I said, I'm not giving nothing away this year. I'm not giving shit away.
How much would those AK and Silver Bullet joints be?
Those will be 3,500.
35.
Yeah, those will be.
You still got the French Bulldogs?
Yeah, I still got the French Bulldogs, but I ain't cooking those up until that French Bulldog market bounce back. I ain't cooking them up. Like I said, it's like I prepared myself to do this dog thing as a business, right? I wasn't prepared for the market to be what it is, the economy to be what it is. I prepared myself to be able to make dogs that I can make. However, being that it's a business, I had to sacrifice, which hurts me financially. I have to take care of these dogs, but I'm not making no money off my dogs. See what I'm saying? This is not no pet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not over here at Pets R Us and shit. See what I'm saying? Like for real. Like this shit costs me money. Me and my family, me and my wife, we sacrificing for these damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm in the fucking red with these dogs. However, I know eventually that once the market shifts, once people money get right, I'm in a position to be able to take over the market when it gets right. So I'm hoping and praying that I can be able to, as a businessman, because that's why I'm doing these dogs. Like I told y'all before, it was a hobby long time ago. Many moons ago, it was a hobby. It's a business now when you're over 100, you're 6 figures deep into this shit. Okay. Beyond a hobby. So now it has to be profitable. So now I have to be strategic. I can't do breedings. I can't, I got to hold back. I have to do these things because, like I said, I got to protect the brand. Shit, Rolls Royce, all these.
That's a fact. Yeah.
they don't ever discount whether it's a recession or not. You ain't never get no discount on no Rolls Royce. You ain't never get no discount on no Ferrari, no Lambo. You ain't no such thing. You got to get on a waiting list. You buying brand new out the factory. That's how I see my brand at the end of the day, because I'm the one that's cooking them up. You can't shop me nowhere else unless I was able to franchise my recipe. Let's say Duro, whoever, Young Ready, whoever got the recipe, like, Coach, I want to cook up those type of dogs. You buy the recipe. Now I can say, hey, I ain't got it. Young Ready got it. Maybe Young Ready will sell it to you for the low, because that's your choice, Young Ready. I'm not gonna make you
Right.
sell it for what I'm selling it for. That's your choice. You know what I mean? That's your franchise.
For real. Yeah.
Put the ticket on it the way you want to put the ticket on it. However, I can say, you know what? I ain't got it. But Young Ready got the recipe. He got the jug over there because that's what he doing over there with his dogs. Go holler at Young Ready. Now I'm sending business over to you because they can't afford it from the coach. But they can get that same level of cook up from you, Young Ready.
Right.
But right now, ain't nobody got it but the coach.
Do you have a waiting list on the French Bulldogs? Because I know the market eventually gonna come back for them. I feel like it's gonna be
it will
hard.
eventually come back. I haven't even been marketing them, Dogman. I haven't marketed them at all. Like I said, I got a fluffy bitch. I got my boy Gigolo. I got all this shit. I got my high performance male that I got that act like a pit bull. And when I first made, I got him over there still cooking. I got my fucking beautiful compact bitch. She beautiful.
Bulldogs like it.
Down. Say it again.
I said I haven't seen French Bulldogs like them.
I mean, shit, ain't too many French Bulldogs like that, boy. That boy
Coach,
really.
You got a waiting list period?
I have, I would say a list will be when I get my deposits. I got so many people.
Would you take like a deposit? Would you take like a deposit for something like that you would cook up in, I don't know, like 26, 27? Would you take a deposit for that?
I mean, I could, but in reality, I'm still in a position where, and this was my fault when I first started. It was like I wasn't taking deposits. I don't want to be holding people's money. But one thing, when you hold people's money, they be, a lot of times when the time has come, they ain't even got the full balance and shit. So they be like, Coach, can I get my money back? I'll be feeling bad and shit. And be like, okay, here's your money back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like doing that. Now, what I am doing, I got a heart, man. You know what I mean? Some people are like, no, fuck you. It's your deposit. You got to wait. So I get conflicted with that. So I'll be like, all right, here your money back. But now what I'm doing, when I know my breeding is confirmed, like for example, with this red tiger and tiger shit that I just cooked up, once I really confirm, which I think she's confirmed, I'm really like about 90% confirmed that she's took. I'm taking I already got a deposit actually on it, on one of the males. But in December, whenever I know for sure, I'm gonna announce that breeding confirmed, deposits taken now. Y'all better fucking put your deposits down now, because this ain't happening no more. This is it for Red Tiger. Everything else is gonna be Red Tiger Junior, but this is it for Red Tiger. So y'all want some Red Tiger? You better make sure your money's on deck. So I will, once I confirm the breeding took, I will start taking deposits before the litter come. But before, I was waiting for the litter to come. I wanted to show y'all the puppies, then I'll take deposit. But I ain't doing that shit no more.
Gotcha. And that's you said that's who again? What breeding is that?
That's Red Tiger and Tigress.
Okay.
That's my Formula One Bulldog.
Yeah.
So you ain't keeping nothing off of that one?
I'm gonna keep a female off of that one, so I can run that into her sons. I'm gonna run that into Tigress's sons, which is my boy Pink Panther and the Killer Whale and shit. I'm gonna run that into them.
Gotcha. That's gonna be some big bodies. Yeah, serious work.
Yeah, that's gonna be them Formula One Bulldogs, man. I want them Bulldogs that's got that look, that somewhat bully type look, but perform like pit bulls. I'm hoping to God, please bless me with that freaking ability of Tigress, and then that phenotype of Red Tiger. I won. You ain't with the Bulldog.
They're
If
gonna
I
be
can get that
breathing. That's that breathable joint.
breathable with the driver, but then they looking crazy and freaky like Red Tiger, that's a wrap. I won. I won. Give me all the money. Give me all the money. I need it all. None of y'all ain't did that one yet. Y'all ain't did that one yet. Y'all ain't made a bully type that can breathe and act like a pit bull.
Word.
Yo,
So that's what I'm.
you had a black
Go ahead.
black John, coach. I think it's related to Big Suge. I can't remember.
Yeah. You talking about Ox?
Yeah, you still got that motherfucker?
Nah, I got rid of Ox. Ox was getting on my nerves. I had to get rid of Ox.
Damn.
He's getting on my nerves. That
I like that one.
Yeah,
How
he
old
turned
was
he
that
turned out
boy?
nice. Say it again, Young Red.
No, I said, how old was that boy?
I think they're about 4 now. Him and
Yeah.
Suge, and maybe about 4.
Yeah.
4 years old. Yeah, I had to get rid of that boy used to get on my nerves. I had to get rid of his ass.
Man, it'd
So
be
yeah,
like
he's no
that.
longer. Yeah, certain dogs they just irk you, and he was one of those dogs that irked me. Like the stuff that he would do is like, bro, like, come on, dude, why you got to keep doing that type stuff? So, he X out the equation, but I still got my boy Big Suge. I just don't know what to do with Suge because I don't do bullies no more. So I don't
I like
know
Suge
how
a
I'm gonna.
lot.
Yeah, I love Suge. He turned out amazing. You know what I'm saying? So
He
I just
got
don't
that big
know.
body.
Yeah, big body. He got the neck. I mean, he's like the better version of his daddy, Goat. He's the better version of his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the better version.
Yeah.
He's
I
thick,
like
he's
that.
correct. You know what I'm saying? Like he's everything. Muscle, he got the neck, head, all the shit. He got it all.
What
Like,
about
so
that to like an AK daughter or some shit?
but I mean,
That's
that just takes
crazy.
away from the bully. It just
Oh,
takes
yeah.
away from what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll probably turn him into a band dog, probably.
Yeah.
Or I might throw him into one of the bulldogs. I don't know. I might throw him into one of the bulldogs, put some more extreme features on him.
Nah, that's fire.
Yeah, that
You
is
know?
fun.
I mean, I could do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm definitely going to collect him either way. So I have a semen on ice. But as far as like how I'm going to breed Suge, I just don't necessarily know. And then I have his sister too. That's dope too. I'm gonna turn her. I'm gonna turn her into a band dog. I'm probably gonna throw them Roman males. Probably throw one of them into her and take her and see if I could throw some more bulliness on top of them damn giraffes I got. You know what I mean? So I might do that one there. So like I got options, man. I can go so many directions, but like I told you guys, it's a business for me. So once individuals catch on, which they are, like you were saying, Duro, earlier, they're people are catching on, and more people already have my dogs. I've sold hundreds of dogs, so I've already got dogs all around. But that doesn't mean that those individuals are using my dogs for what I bred them for.
Right.
But eventually, once I sell more dogs, and then they get to see that level of Formula One, then my demand is going to be very high. And then I'm very excited about the youngsters who will be the forefront of what we're doing. Black Hawk and Chopper the Man Stopper, and all the new ones coming up, Red Tiger Jr. and Pink Panther, all these new ones coming up, all the females I got on deck. I mean, I got some head turners. I got the wows. I got all the shit. Like I said, I mean, my girl Draca that bitch is amazing. That bitch is a freak, just like her daddy, man. So I got dogs. I know what I have, but because I'm so advanced, it's like I said, it's like me putting a Ferrari or a Lambo in your Aventador in your driveway and telling you drive it at top speed and you crash. That's really what it is. That's the type of dogs I got. It's like it's on that level. It's not no regular shit. So I know this. I'm hoping that, like the topic said tonight, you know what I mean? Like 2025, people was gonna be on top of that. Like they gonna like, yo, I want something that's gonna work. I want something that's gonna compete. I want something that's gonna, going wow my partners who was in the dog. Like, dog, where you get that? No, I ain't never seen one of those before. Like, dog, that's a pit bull. Bro, that look like a pit bull. I ain't never seen a pit bull that size before. No, you know why? Because that's an XL pit bull Draco. You know why? That's a double XL AK-47 chopper. That's why you ain't never seen one of those, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your old school 1980, 1990, early 2000 dogs up against. Don't put them damn small ass old school dogs up against this. Don't do it to yourself.
This is new.
Yeah, that new. You know what I'm saying? This shit got all the technology, man. This shit got the smart technology. Got all the, you know what I'm saying? It's that Formula One. You ain't beating this.
Talk that shit.
So that's where we at. That's why the Pioneer Dogman is going to be the level. You know what I'm saying? Because we're doing it at a level where we're trying to create complete dogs. And remember, we're trying to create complete dogs. We're not trying to just create the color or the size or the look. It has to be complete, but it has to be a working dog.
Yeah.
It has to be able to survive. It has to have a common sense. It has to have a good temperament. When you have a dog that can do that type of damage, that dog has to have a good temperament because it will be a liability if it doesn't. That's the breeder's fault when you breed dogs like that are liabilities to your consumers. You know, I would hate for you to get down. Hey, Dogman Down, I would hate for you to get an AK times Snow White dog, and me as a breeder and me understanding the damage and just the power of the dog, to not put a brain in that dog's genetic makeup to where it can comprehend love, it can comprehend family, it can comprehend when to attack, when not to attack. I would do you a disservice selling you a dog that don't have that type of comprehension. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of dog men and dog women who create these type of working dogs don't really get that part of it. They only care about the one trick pony who is showing you the drive part. They're not showing you the other part where they're loving dogs and they could be chill and, they could be petted and you can actually bring them around strangers and they comprehend if that stranger is a threat or not. You know what I mean? Like, they don't really put that in their dogs. Well, I have to put that in my dogs. I have to tell you as a consumer when you buy a dog from me, that first year when you own that dog, do not try to turn that dog on that first year. Don't do that. Love on that dog. Socialize that dog, okay? Do that first. Build the rapport with that dog. Don't put too much pressure on a damn child because you wanted to show you this and show you that. That dog's a child. Love on it. Build the rapport. Once that dog understands who you are, understands your family, understands people who aren't threats, understands how to use his own brain, then as it matures and it comes into itself, you'll see what that dog can do. That dog will be confident.
Exactly.
That dog will show you things that, oh my God, that's what Coach was telling. Yeah, that's what Coach has been telling you about. But see, you took the steps I told you, which is nurture the on-off switch. That dog's a killer by nature.
You ever sold a dog to somebody and you wish like you never sold it to him?
Good question. I would say yes. This is nothing against, I'm not going to say his name, but it's nothing against the gentleman that I sold the dog to. But yeah, I would say that. I feel that he didn't do what I told him to do as far as like what we were just talking about. He didn't build that rapport with the dog. He was respecting the dog to be a certain type of way without building a rapport. And the dog told him that he didn't trust him. As a puppy. The puppy told him that I don't trust you, Dad.
I remember that story.
Yeah. I don't have a bond with you, Dad. And he gave up on the dog, and he's sent the dog to some type of trainer who don't have a rapport with the dog, and discouraged him about the dog, and then he gave the dog away. He spent his money on him. He paid me what I asked. He gave the dog away to somebody else. So yeah, I would say I would regret selling him that dog because he didn't do my dog any justice. Like the dog was talking to him, but he couldn't understand the language.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would be the one I would regret because the dog was talking to him, but he wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I did my dog a disservice, and I hate disappointing my customers too. However, I don't think it was my dog's fault in that scenario.
Nope.
I don't either.
It wasn't.
I don't either. I think people and that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate people. The first thing they do is, I'm gonna rehome it. I'm gonna take it to the shelter. Like I just feel like you are the biggest dummy
Yep.
because you don't understand or take the time to understand, your dog. You know what I mean? Like if you grew up with fucking Labradors all day and your whole life, and then you step into this bulldog, pit bull, bully, whatever. You step into this bulldog and you like, oh, as a puppy, it's more bitey. Okay, yeah, it's a damn bulldog. Like you
Right.
know what I mean? Like it's not gonna have the temperament of a lab. You know what I mean? Like it's and I can't really say that because I knew some labs that was terrible. You
That
know
was
what I mean?
biting too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but it's like, I seen that so many times. Like even when I was a nurse, like I seen so many people like not understand their dog and not be like, oh, because they might tell me like, oh man, I was used to Yorkies when I, growing up. Or I always had beagles. You thinking to yourself, like, well, why the hell what made you get a pit bull if you had beagles all your life? Because that beagle and that pit bull ain't the same damn dog.
Totally different.
So that's why I asked you, because I know sometimes people can be a disservice to animals. Like they ain't really doing no justice. Like they made them worse, then they give up on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Inconveniences.
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. And I've dealt with so many dogs, and I see how I influence them, one, and then I see how the pack influences them. So I see dogs who might be timid as young puppies become freaking beasts because of the pack.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to watch that from a nature standpoint, natural, and I can assess a dog who was like, in my eyes, early bird, like, you the weakest link. But then I see how the pack shapes and molds that dog's psyche. It
Mm-hmm.
molds that dog's confidence, like how I was explaining to you about that mountain walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that mountain walk thinks that it can get down with the bulldogs. I'm sure it thinks it can now because I see her trying to compete with them.
Right.
In her mind now, she thinks she's one of them. Now, could she take the pain? I don't know. I doubt she could take the pain, honestly, because they're not bred for that.
Right.
But will
Right.
she give them a run for their money? Yeah, because in her mind, she thinks she can do it.
And
That's
that's
not because of me. What I'm saying to y'all is like, that's not because of my assessment. That's because of what she learned from her environment. So same thing with you as that dog's owner, that dog's daddy or mother or whatever you represent for that dog that's yours. You shape and mold that dog's mind. Yeah, that dog might
Absolutely.
not be confident in what it is because it needs you to teach it. Because that's what the
absolutely.
pack does.
Mm-hmm.
The pack teaches the pack. The alpha teaches everybody else because they follow the alpha. So if we don't understand that as dog enthusiasts or dog lovers or dog experts, whatever you want to call yourself, dog man or dog woman, if you don't understand that concept, then you will throw quality dogs in the trash,
Yep.
give them away, rehome them because you expect the dog to do something that you've never taught it.
Mm-hmm. So on the end
You're not
result, you
right.
failed the dog.
You failed the dog.
Correct.
Period.
He might have tried to do something different with that joint. Like, he did something too early with it.
No,
it didn't agree.
Young Red, this is what I know that he did. He had expectations without putting in the work. He expected the dog to be plug and play
To
as
be
a baby.
immediately.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't work that way. I have his siblings. The reason why they are on the level is one, me, but main thing is because they have other dogs to feed off of. So you can't be weak in this pack, or you'll get demolished.
Terminated. Yeah.
Yes, you can't be weak. You can't be timid. You can't act that way. So then you have to get in tune with the vibe or get chewed up. Now the DNA in the dog, it doesn't allow that dog to just accept being chewed up. The dog still has his own brain and his own mind, so it can choose when to act and react, yes. But the DNA in it is not going to allow it to just get demolished. So then it has to shit or get out the pot, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once it does that, the other dogs respect it. What does that do to that dog that's kind of timid? It builds confidence in the dog now. Oh,
Right.
I can react to you guys doing some things that I'm not comfortable with, and then you back off.
Yep.
So now the dog gets it. Oh, I get it. Okay, now I gotta act like you to get respect. Then they act like the other dogs around, then they get respect. That's how it works. That's why none of my dogs, even though they might be beta dogs from the beginning, they all think they alphas because they have to compete or they're gonna get mashed
They gotta
on.
mirror each other. Yeah.
Yeah, or they're gonna get demolished. You're gonna get X'd out the pack. That's how it works. So all my dogs think they the shit. It's just what it is.
No.
But they were conditioned that way by me and the pack. So I wouldn't have that problem that, let's say, my client had, because I would put that dog in environments to bring it out. I would know, okay, you a little scared of this. Let me put you in that environment. Okay. I'll give you an example. I took my girl Prima Donna to get her TCI when I put Roman semen in her, right? She ain't never been outside the yard. She's very confident, but she ain't never been outside. Man, that bitch was so timid. When I took her outside the yard, and when I took her into the clinic and stuff like that, she had her tail in her ass. She was like tugging like she didn't know what to do. Now, I could be a rookie dog man and be like, oh, what the hell? This dog is. No, I understood why. Like, she ain't never been out there.
Yeah.
I understand. It's like me coming into a place that I ain't never been before. And even though I'm rah in my neighborhood, I'm in a whole different environment, don't know my surroundings. I'm going to be kind of cautious too. I ain't going to be out there puffing my chest in the neighborhood I don't know.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We over there checking the burners. Whatever we doing, we checking our back. Like, hey, we cool? Yeah.
You know how to move.
Yeah, we know that's normal. I'm like, oh, you acting like a bitch now, coach. You was all tough in your neighborhood. Now you acting like a bitch. Like, really? But that's how we be doing dogs. Like, we expect dogs to be Superman and shit. It's like they have a being about them. So they got a brain. They cautious, which is a smart dog.
Cautious dog.
Yeah, I had a dog that didn't like sewers.
They didn't like what? Sewers?
Sewers, yeah. Like, I don't know why. Like, street sewers. She'll walk past it all funny and she'll avoid it.
But see, that's normal. But see, look, how we mold that and correct that is we keep bringing them by sewers.
Yeah. Now it's different. Now she can walk by a sewer, but she was about like probably 6 months, and I got her from a farm in Kentucky, so it's like I'm bringing her to the city in Ohio, so it's like she gonna act different. I already knew that for a fact. I'm just like, I ain't never seen that dog be scared of sewers, but I was kind of like already knowing she ain't know what it was. Like, shit, it's just something in the ground. I'm expecting that too. So,
see, you got common sense, Dogman.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have common sense though. That's what's up with these new dogmen. They don't have common sense.
Period.
A dog ain't no robot. Like, it ain't got genetics that's played with. People can tap into it and play with it. Like, but unless you breeding, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just with people have high expectations that they don't even put on themselves.
Yeah, I'm
They
sure
don't
if you
like,
put a baby next to a sewer, it's gonna get scared. Probably gonna think it in
yeah,
there. Put a little 7-year-old in there that's seen it. It's gonna be like, what the hell?
exactly.
Word. It's
Put
gonna probably
any of us
thought
in a
it was
situation
down there.
that we've never experienced before. We're going to be cautious about it. Period. I mean, it's normal. Doesn't make you a bitch. You just using your brain. Like, hey, hold on, let me think about this. Hey, hold on, I don't know about that. That's even though you're the toughest guy on the planet, you know, you got to use your brain. You know what I mean? Don't run it. You know what I mean? You could be Bruce Lee and shit, but you know, you got 100 men to year one. You better think about that. You might have been able to beat up five dudes at one time. 100? Like, think about that shit, man. I ain't gonna call you a bitch because 100 dudes coming at you. I'm gonna say you smart when you ran.
Facts.
That's what I'm gonna say. Wait. Bruce Lee, yeah, he ran, man. He ran from 100 motherfuckers, man. How many did you say he ran from? Oh man, Bruce Lee's smart. Is he still living? Is he okay? Salute to Bruce Lee. Salute to Bruce Lee. He's smart. He gonna figure out how to knock them 100 dudes down. He gonna figure out how to knock them down one by one, three on one. He gonna figure out how to knock them down, but he ain't gonna go just run into a situation where he just gonna be outnumbered and knocked off. Like, that's what we gotta understand when we're dealing with these dogs. And when you understand that as a dog man or dog woman, then you can build that dog's confidence up to be able to face things that is new to him. The dog will look at you like, Daddy, is that okay? Mama, is that okay? I'm unsure. Yeah, no, no, baby, you good. No, come on, boy, come on, girl. She comes, she follows you. Then over time, she sees that, or he sees that, like we talked about, and then you reassure the dog that it's okay. Now the dog is confident because it done seen it a few times. It gets it. I done seen it. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm great with that. Oh, I'm not afraid because I understand it. But if we put that expectations, then that's bad. And yeah, that's a regret for the dog and my client because I wanted him to get the dog that he wanted, but at the same time, you know, he didn't do what was necessary to build that dog's trust in him. So I feel that my dog was let down, but I hope and pray, like I mentioned before about that situation, that when he rehomed him to his partner who got kids, I hope and pray that that dog is what I put in that dog, which I know it will be, because I know kids will bring that out. Kids will
Yep.
bring the trust out for that dog.
Yeah.
So I know that dog will probably blow his mind. He probably be mad now when he see it. Like, damn, I should have listened to the coach.
Exactly. Oh man.
So yeah, that's to answer your question. That's the only regret I would have.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Everybody else is, you know, everybody else I saw the dog to, I feel that they are, you know, it's more of a companion. So they're getting what I put in that dog, which is ultimately the ultimate personal property and protection family companion. That's what I want to put together. It's got prey drive and man drive. So as long as you're getting that companionship, even though you might not be using that working part, I'm happy. I'm happy with that because that's what I want you to have. I want you to have a great companion that could do a job if you asked it to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to do the job, but to know that you know in your heart that this dog will do it, but at the same time, it's good with my kids, good with my wife. You know, it's got it's a sweet temperament, but you know, I got a killer over here. I really got one. That's all I need. That's all I do. That's confirmation enough for me. However, gentlemen, it's always nice to get that testimony about the work and more work I put in them dogs. When you get
3 times
hey, that 3 times the work, when you get that testimony, you know what I mean? Especially when I got it from, individuals in tune with them old school type game dogs and he bought top tier, paid top tier dollar for that AK and Holy Spirit male, all black male that he was not able to get when he was put, when he had to take a vacation, and he told me that dog was doing the do when he said he was doing the do on any and all of it. He had to put the dog away because the dog was crushing everything in his sight. Yeah, man, that's exactly what that's what I do.
That's what it's about, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I'm in the coffin.
Come on, man. Like, that's what I do. Like, come on, man. I ain't capping. Nigga, man, come on, man.
That joint was young when it was doing that, right?
I mean, at least about a year. I mean, let's see. Drake is about 3. She's about 3. Drake is 3 years old, so about 3 years old. So let's say that dog was probably like 2 years old, 1 years old out the gate. But I mean,
but you said at first it was learning about what was going on that yard. It seen what was dangerous out there at first.
Hey, Young Red, them dogs is plug and play out the man. Them dogs is plug and play out the womb, man. If you get one off a Holy Spirit, especially her, okay,
yeah.
Okay, you get anything off of her with AK's intensity and size, but you get that drive that coming off of Holy Spirit, man. Them dogs is coming out the womb shaking and baking, man. Them dogs coming out the womb shaking and baking, and then with that ability and that strength and that intensity of AK, man, and that bone crusher, bone crusher jaw. Them old school type game dogs ain't got no chance. No, they don't. So I got that confirmation. I already knew it because I already know it's on my yard. But to get it from that individual, I mean, I was just like, I needed that from you because I know what type of dog man you are. I know your history. I know what type of dogs that you have in your program. I know you spent top tier for this AK puppy. You spent top tier for that boy. You got first pick. You got top tier dogs. You know what I mean? Like, I know his program. He spend money. He been doing dogs for many moons. Right. Him and his people was really with them type of dogs. And for him to tell me that on his end,
you're doing something right.
Yeah,
you got it.
Because that's his testimony, not mine. Yep. I can tell you what I know, but for him to say it in his experience, that just confirmed it to me. Like, yo, I ain't capping. I know I ain't, but he confirmed it. Coach, you ain't capping. You got the DNA, nigga. Matter of fact, when you gonna do that again? Because I need that dog back.
Right.
So, that's where I'm like, okay, I needed that. I need that for me so that I can say, okay, yeah, not only do I know it, but my people who are in that type of arena, they know it. And they wasn't using that dog for that. But, you kind of get tempted, right? When you got a dog like that, you kind of get tempted to see if. But see, he don't have to do it with that dog because that dog was already doing it out the gate. Anything that he brought that dog around, that dog was trying to make sure that he was alpha on the yard. That's all that dog was doing, just like all my dogs do. But when you want to see, like certain individuals do, then you see what happens and you're like, oh, shit, I got to keep him away from dogs because what he does to them dogs is no bueno for my program because I'm having dogs I got to, take to the vet.
Yeah.
Right. So then as a dog man, you got to protect your money. So you're like, nah, we got to keep him away. He can't do that because what he does is costing me money.
Facts. Yeah.
And that's enough for me to say, okay, he is what he is. I'm going to use him. But then what he also told me is that he was cooking up some quality shit. So then, of course, it's out to AK. Because he's not only is he producing them, but he's producing those who can produce it too.
Right.
So that's what he was really excited about. Like, I got to get me another one. I got to get, Coach, when you going to do it? Coach, I need another one. Like, well, I said.
He was fiending.
Begging. I was like, man, Holy Spirit's retired. So you're going to have to get you one off of AK and Draca. But, I'm not going to do that probably until 2026. So, you got to wait. But, so that as for us as Pioneer Dogmen, that's what we like to hear from our consumers, especially when they pay top money. I like to hear that from my consumers, just like I said to those who I pay, let's say, for example, when I got AK, you know what I mean? I had to give my breeder his props, man. I had to give Simon his props. Like, thank you, Simon. That was 12 bands well spent. And I haven't had a dog yet that I spent that type of money on that I said is well spent. Goat's pretty close. He's probably the closest. I spent 10,000 on Goat as far as what he produced for me, but not like AK. AK is produced on everything I put him in. He produced everything I put his semen inside. He produced. So Goat ain't did that for me yet as far as the level, but he's produced me some good dogs like Big Shug. You know what I'm saying? He made me some money overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you sent some semen overseas for Big Shug?
No, I sent some semen overseas for Goat.
Oh, for Goat.
Yeah. He made me some good money overseas. Sent some to the Czech Republic. So him and Prophet, they made me some good bread overseas. So he more than paid for himself as far as how much I paid for him, which is 10,000. I paid 10,000 for Goat. And so he definitely more than paid himself off. Plus he produced, like I said, Big Shug, and he produced Black Girl, which is a beautiful bitch. And the dogs that he produced with Africa, they turned out amazing. You know what I mean? And whoever got those dogs got some fucking next level dogs, which is very surprising. So he paid for himself, but not like AK. Not like AK. So I bumped my head. I got blessed, but that was money well spent.
Do you have a bigger version of AK?
No, I haven't produced
I
haven't produced
outproduce himself. What do
No,
you
he
call
has
that?
he has outproduced himself as far as the
Like
type of dogs. Is not because how I don't base my dogs off of size. I base my dogs off of overall dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like his son Blackhawk is going to definitely, running AK's footsteps as far as blazing his own trail.
right.
Even Chopper the Manstopper, like Chopper the Manstopper is like the size of like a Malinois.
Yeah,
As far as his build, you know what I'm saying? He's not as big as AK because AK is big.
Yeah.
He's not, but he's tall. He's not as long as AK, but he's got the build, the muscle, the drive. He ain't got the Tyrannosaurus Rex head as AK, but he got the head shape. So he's a different type of dog. But what Chopper the Manstopper has that AK don't have is he has that fucking man drive.
Superman drive, yeah.
He really with all of that shit. He with all that biting. He with all that intimidation. He with all that shit when it comes to man and prey. So that's what AK don't have. AK really don't have the prey drive, and he doesn't really have the man drive. His drive is just bite. He got a biting fetish. He just like bite shit.
Break bones and shit. Yeah, crush bones and shit.
He's got a bite fetish. You put your hand in there, he'll bite that shit too. Like he just has a bite fetish. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain dogs just have a certain type of drive. He just like to bite shit. But his son Chopper the Manstopper, he has a drive where, if he see you and he ain't feeling you, then he gonna tell you that shit. Like he gonna let you know, like, bro, I ain't feeling you. Don't come over here. He always competing with all the other dogs, as far as like thinking he can do what he need to do to fight. So he got some type of drive, and he's fast, and he do everything that his daddy do. You know what I'm saying? Like he do everything that AK do, like to bite, he do all that shit, but he just got them type of drives that AK don't have. So there's where I would say that, he could be better than AK as he matures. He's only 2 years old now, so he still got some more growing, but he's growing up to be an amazing dog. He's just not as big as AK.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah, he's not as big as AK. But rest in peace, my boy 74. If he would have survived, then he would have been bigger than AK because that boy was like a mastiff type. He was like a mastiff type AK.
Right.
Is that the one that skin issue?
That was the one that had the mange and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That freaking died from the mange and stuff. You know what I mean? That was horrible. That was the worst experience I ever. Man, no, don't man. I hope you guys. I pray you guys never have any dog with mange, and
No,
hopefully,
I went through that back in the day with a red nose. Back in the day, that was horrible, man. They was
that
telling
was
me,
the worst
they was
experience
like,
with a
"Yo,
dog.
you put the motor oil on it." Like, nah, man, got bugging. But it worked. It worked for a hot second, and then it came back. Yeah,
Man,
that dog
I was
was
using that.
unsavable. Yeah,
I was using that. Oh, man, what is that shit called, man? I don't even remember what it's called, man. I took it to the vet. I did the antibiotics. I did all the shit. The vet didn't even, you know
that's
what I mean? I was mad at my vet for that one, but I spent all that money on the antibiotics. I used some, I forget what the name is, but I used some stuff. It's kind of like that solution for that motor oil type
yeah,
solution type. But it's some stuff that they use for mange. I used that. That didn't work. Man, I tried everything, man. And man, I just see my dog deteriorate right in front of my eyes, man. And it was so sad, man. It was sad to see a damn top tier type dog just deteriorate and then die because of mange. It was
yeah,
sad, man. It was sad. But that dog, if he would have not had that, that would have been bigger than AK. He would have been bigger than AK for sure.
damn,
And he was with all the shit. He was a big time bully. He was the bully of everybody. He wanted to, he wanted to shake, rattle, and roll everybody.
damn, man.
Bone, all that shit. He had the bone. He had the head, the size. He was going to be a monster. Yeah. So, part of the process, brother.
Yeah.
You win some, you lose some. You just got to deal with that when you're dealing with these type of dogs, or just dogs in general.
At least you got to see it. Word. Like,
Yeah, I know it's
this
possible.
couldn't come out.
Right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know it's possible, and that's why I say, for you, like you was talking about, AR-15 or AK-74, I would say, you need to get you an AK-74 when I cook them up, when I cook AK-47 to Silver Bullet, because Silver Bullet's gonna produce bigger than even Nina, and Nina did her, she shout out to Nina, recipes Nina, she did her thing. I got some good dogs, but
Yeah.
I think Silver Bullet's gonna produce bigger and bigger versions of AK. Cause
Yeah.
I seen the one that I had that was like a runt.
Yeah.
Remember I told you all about that as a
Yep.
black bitch,
Yep.
and I sold her to my man out there in Houston. That bitch is huge,
Bigger than everybody, right?
huge. It's a female,
Yeah.
but she was a little small ass runt. So if her runt can turn out looking like that big ass bitch, that big ass jet black, that bitch is jet black, big, monstrous, muscle ass bitch, sexy ass bitch, but intimidating as a motherfucker. But that bitch is a runt. So I'm like, damn, if you producing runts, that's turning out like that. Imagine them big ass males that she had, because she had like two. I think she had two males and that black bitch, and the males died like in 3 days. Had a red male, all red male, and then one was like almost, I don't know if it was a buckskin or it was like a blue buckskin. I don't know. It was some color, but they was big ass, long ass males, big males.
Damn.
But they died. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, them jokers is that big. And I had this little ass run. She turned out to be huge the way she did. I imagine those males.
Yeah.
What they would have been.
Sheesh.
Motherfuckers would have been huge.
Yeah.
They're huge, man. But then with that, with that real life drive, that's the overdrive where you're gonna have to really be an experienced dog man to handle that.
Yep.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I gotta get me a piece off of that. But like I said, I gotta wait because I need that $3,500.
Yeah.
That ain't a bad price, so.
Nah.
I mean, I'm being fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being
Yeah.
fair. I know you're not gonna get that nowhere else but from the coach. So it's like I'm being fair, and then you gonna get something that's gonna be wow and bowing everybody down when they see it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be wild and bowing down. Like, yo, where'd you get that from? Oh man, I got that from the coach. That's Formula One level. That's the AK-74 banner. Damn, I ain't never seen one like that. Of course you ain't, because you ain't got it from the coach. Nigga.
You can get it from the coach.
Yeah, you gotta get it from the coach. You know what I mean? Shit, you ain't following Formula One. You ain't following the dog guy, aka the coach. I mean, shit. You see what type of dogs he got? That's why I got this. So that's why I'm holding out. You feel me? I'm holding out because I just can't just cook it up and get all these inquiries. I can't play that game no more like I was playing before. Hundreds of inquiries, and these people ain't got their money right. I'm not playing that game no more with these broke niggers.
Fact.
Coach, I got 500 for
you. Say it again, Duro.
I said, Coach, I got 500 for you.
Man, hey, you'll have your time, Duro. Just start saving now. You already know the price.
No, I was saying that's how I was.
That's
No, I
how
was
they
saying
be
that's how the
acting.
broke. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's exactly how they talk about, man. You know what I mean? Like, man, you better think again. You ain't getting that for no file. You better go back to Craigslist, because you ain't getting one of these for that. No sirree. You know, and that's kind of the reason why I decided to stop fooling around with the bullies, because it's like I'm not selling no damn bullies, because y'all over there on the cosmetics, them dogs is pieces of shit.
Yep.
You buying the look of a dog, man. Them dogs ain't worth that money. Fuck that shit.
Not at all.
I don't want to be a part of this type of dogs where y'all selling dogs that ain't worth what you asking. I don't want to be a part of that.
Nope.
You know, I learned
biggest shit for no reason.
None of these bullies is complete.
They're not complete. There you go, Young Ray. They're not complete. They're not healthy, man. They look a certain type of way and it's cool, but they're not built a certain type of way completely where they're healthy and they're able to live or they're able to perform. It's all a cosmetic
My
breed.
female bully already outlived its parents. Its parents died already. Been dead. Like,
damn.
Like, damn. Like, yeah.
And then you ain't getting no money unless you following the bully trend. So I'm like, man, why am I trying to reinvent the wheel and make a performance bully when these cats ain't even buying them for performance? Why? That's a dumb business move by me. I'm out. Please. I'm out of there. I'm cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, and like I was telling y'all about them UK cats, the reason why the UK got banned, and this is the real true reason. This is the real true reason why them niggas got banned, right? Is because they was importing pit bulls over there and calling them bullies, and you know pit bulls is illegal in the UK.
Right.
So them boys over there, you know, the higher ups done caught on to what they was doing. And you know, they was like, no. We see what y'all doing. Y'all over here sending these pit bulls over here, and you trying to call them XL bullies? No, hell no. We betting the XL bully. That's what really happened in the UK. Don't get it twisted. Because my dude Simon told me what they was doing. He told me what they were doing. He was like, yo, we getting pit bulls, old Camelots, old this, old that, and we come and we importing them over here as XL bullies.
Facts.
That's what they was doing.
Oh, so that's why dogs got took.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, XL, but we ain't dealing with XL bullies mauling. They getting the dogs from the US, right? Mm-hmm. So we're not dealing with XL bullies mauling and just killing people, just going crazy and stuff like that. Most of these XL bullies out here is fucking big old dogs that ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Big lazy dogs. They ain't over here mauling people, but them boys in the UK, they dogs is over there killing people and shit, right? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop playing. Them boys over there getting pit bulls, they going back to their old ways. You know what I'm saying? Them boys over there fighting dogs and shit.
Yeah, I seen some crazy ass video the other day. I think it's a month old. It's from like Indianapolis. It was like a pack of 12 pit bulls going after everybody they seen. It was just coming in herds. Like, what the hell? And like they weren't really like biting the people. They was like, I guess they had like their nails and shit. So they was like jumping up and scratching the people. And the woman was like, these pit bulls came in like a gang. So now they saying it's a gang of pit bulls. So they like how the kids is right now, like they in gangs. Like they like, yeah, it's a gang of pit bulls. So it's like a spectacle. And I'm gonna send you the video in the group chat though. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, send that to me, man. But I mean,
Over them shits.
that is the nature of a dog, is a pack animal. So if that's their family, they're gonna rock like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just man, right? It's us that manipulate that nature of a dog. You know, that's why even with, like, if we talk about the pit bull, you know, we as the owner, we did the pit bull injustice because we made that pit bull feel that it's okay to go against its nature of attacking a fellow possible pack member.
Yeah.
To the point of no return. We made the dog feel like I'm pleasing my daddy or mama by doing this, but in reality, my nature is not really to do that. That's why you can see pit bulls in a pack and they're getting along.
Nah, that's
even though you didn't breed them that way.
That way, yeah.
You know, it's just nature, and not we, I don't do that, but certain individuals take the nature out the dog and put this type of mentality in the dog to where any other dog aside from it, I gotta kill.
Mm-hmm.
So now, like you said, there's a pack of 12 pit bulls running amok on the city and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It looked like they got sent. The way them joints was acting, like as soon as the people they got inside their house, the dogs just left instantly. Like they ain't like try to break into the crib or nothing. Like the glass, they just dipped. Like, oh, we going to the next crib. Like, oh shit. Like it was synchronized. Yeah, it was crazy. You gonna see?
Yeah, send that to me. Yeah, send that to me. You know, but that's the reality of dogs, is the pack. You know, I've done enough pack experiments to see how packs operate, and I can understand the dynamics of the pack and how they move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how they operate. You know what I'm saying? There's a hierarchy. You know what I mean? They really do care about each other, but they do discipline pack members when they get out of line. That's how it works. You know, it is what it is. It's just us that's doing what we do to reshape the dog's loyalty. You know, the dog's loyalty is going to be to his master, whether it be the alpha dog or you.
Right.
Or that dog is the master over you, which we see a lot of times with these pet mommies and these pet daddies.
Getting dogs they cannot handle.
Yeah, the dogs is controlling them, running amok over them. Like, what? Oh, that's my baby. No, that's a dog.
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
I was watching a little clip. I think it was on somebody had posted a little clip of Caesar, man, when he was dealing with these lesbian couple and shit, and they had a Chihuahua. You guys might have seen that on some old Little Caesar videos and stuff like that, man. But Little Caesar this Chihuahua was controlling the girls, right? And they didn't have no control over them, right? So the Chihuahua was the alpha over the lesbians, right?
Yeah.
And so they couldn't control them and stuff. And so the dog was on one of the girls' lap, and sees, old C's went over there and tried to, put his hand near the females and stuff like, man, that Chihuahua tore Caesar's hand up. But Caesar, he on TV, so he had to take that like that. But it was funny to see the mentality of the dog, because of course he made the dog submit, but the dog was looking at him like, nigga. Like, you get to see the dog looking at him like, motherfucker, as soon as you leave here, I'm gonna still be me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the energy over me, but these girls don't got it. So that dog already knew in his mind that he was the pack leader over them lesbian girls that was his mama and other mama.
Yeah.
Whether C's did what he did on TV or not, the only way that dog would change is C's had to take that dog to his rehabilitation center for like 3 months, reprogram the dog, and then reprogram the 2 lesbian women to take the alpha position. Because soon as them women go back to that old shit they was on, that dog will be like, that dog will forget all the shit that C's taught him.
Yeah.
Running them women again. So, yeah, man. It's not really complicated understanding these dogs. We just got to understand dogs.
Facts.
But, if you try to think a dog is a human being, then, you got the dogs fucked up. The dog is not human at all.
Most of the time.
Man, they're just dogs. Some dogs are smarter than others.
And they
Dogs
need to be led.
Go ahead, Young Red.
And they need to be led.
Yes, they have to be led. That's just their nature. Or they're going to lead you.
And they yearn for it.
Oh, they love good leadership. They love it. They love to be led. By nature is in them.
Yep.
That way. So to close out on what we talked about tonight, I really do feel that 2025 will be the start of the rise of the pioneer dogman and the designer working dogs. I really feel that people who love dogs from the essence of what we've experienced as young men or young women of the dogs being out in the backyard, out working, running around, playing with us out there in the field, whatever we was doing with our dogs outside, they were sturdy, hardy dogs.
Yep.
We could feed them scraps.
Yep.
They healthy, they live long, they're durable, like them type of dogs, but then designer, like what we talked about, the designer dogs that we're making complete dogs at the end of the day. These aren't just mutt dogs. These ain't just backyard boogie dogs that are durable. These are designer, well thought out type dogs that we really put our genetic mathematics together in the lab, calculated it, spent the money on the genetics, took our time, bred them, chose the right ones, and we're producing the best of the best.
Yep.
Where people, when they spend their money, they feel like the coach when he bought AK for 12 bands. They say, money well spent. Thank you, Simon, for selling me AK. I don't regret spending $12,000 with you.
Word.
I got that dog. I done got my money back multiple times over. Plus, I love to have a specimen like that in my hands. I love to be in control of a dog like that could possibly kill me if I wasn't who I was.
And being the only one to own such a specific specimen.
Yeah, only one. I'm blessed. But at the same time, that wasn't random though, Young Red. You feel me? That was a process I had to take in my dogmanship, in my dogman journey, in my money being ready to spend on a dog like that. It was a process, and that's why I was blessed enough to have a dog like AK, because
You had the eye for that dude.
Yeah, I had the eye. But it was a blessing because I didn't know. I had an eye, but I didn't know that he would be who he is today. But he is. But that's credited to my journey of being able to know what I'm picking, being able to be ready, being able to understand you get what you pay for. All the things that led me to acquiring AK was why I have them. I'm saying, and controlling that freaking nut.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I had another question.
Go ahead.
I what does clipping the ears or not having the ears clipped do for the dog? Like when people be like, if I got their ears normal, that's not a whatever it is, a bully, that's not a pet. Like that type of issue. That's just bull,
It's
right?
cosmetic. It's cosmetics, like you getting a fade or an afro.
It just make it look a little sharper, cleaner.
It's just cosmetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like I said, it's like having a fade or an afro. What you want your dog to have? You want your dog to have cropped ears or floppy ears? You know, that's all it is. You know, and then like I said, I used to be a part of that. I used to be a part of a lot of things before I learned by experience. Told y'all about the papers, how I gotta have this paperwork, that paperwork, pedigree gotta be this, gotta be that. Purple ribbon is the best. All the shit. I was part of all that shit.
Right.
Cropped ears, flopped ears. Oh, your dog ain't shit because he ain't got his ear cropped. Man,
Yeah.
but see, I got wise to the game because I'm in the game. I got
Right.
wise, so now I'm in it. I learned because I'm actually in it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, you know, if your dog's ears are cropped or not. It's about if you want your want your dog's ears cropped or not. It doesn't make your dog better.
Not at all.
All right. Another question.
Go ahead.
Another question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
What happens to your dog's what's the worth of your dog's papers when he passes on?
Zero.
Yeah.
If the dog ain't there, the paperwork is dead too. Fuck the paperwork. Man, like I told y'all, man, paperwork is only for you as a dog man or dog woman to look back and reminisce on what the dogs used to be. That's really all it is. That's all it is. I can have the best paperwork, like I mentioned to y'all before, all top tier dogs, but that dog that I have ain't producing nothing like them dogs in the back. What the fuck is the use of the paperwork then?
Nothing.
It's nothing. Exactly. It means nothing. You're not producing better than that. Or I can have me a mud dog that has no paperwork, but is producing phenomenal dogs. Phenomenal. So what am I going to discredit that dog that's producing what I need to produce because he ain't got no paperwork? Come on, man. You know, that's what if you're a rookie to this dog shit, if you're a rookie to this dog shit, believe in them papers all you want. Live your life off them papers all you want. All that shit is, at the end of the day, for us as breeders, to know the genealogy. That's all it is. It don't dictate if that dog's going to be a producer or not. It does not. It doesn't create value in the dog like I used to think it did. It does not. The dog in front of you creates the value of your dog. Like I said, if that dog is looking like the shit, man, it ain't got no papers. But it's producing better than what it's looking like. I bet you that dog with no papers will make more money than that dog with papers.
Right. Yeah.
I bet you that. You know why? Because them old school dogmen or them dogmen that know the game, they're gonna hang papers on them damn production to make you think that the dog is paper. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yep. They'll buy that unpapered dog for $5,000, $10,000, and then hang papers on it.
What registry would you use, Coach?
Say it again.
What registry would you use?
I don't, man. Fuck, you know.
You can't make your own up.
Own registry, and you know what I mean. I'm gonna have my own registry for my dogs.
Right.
So anybody who buy a Formula One dog, it would come with Formula One paperwork.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day, it's more like a certificate just to let you know that you got a real Formula One canine dog. Other than that, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That your shit is certified from Formula One, came from Formula One. But as far as it creating value, you know what I mean? The value is the fact that did you get your shit from Formula One? Not no. Is your dog papered?
Nah.
Do you got papers on your dog? Nah.
That's like a coupon and shit.
Yeah. It's like this. Did you get your shit from the coach out or not?
Like a receipt.
It's just more like mine's will be more like a certification.
I like that.
Like it came from the source. That's how I would see my paperwork. It came from the source. You got an actual certificate from coach, signed by coach. That means you got it from Formula One Direct. Yeah. Okay. That creates value because you got it from the creator.
Yep.
Right. But the lineage behind it is just for your records. It's for your records to know that, okay, this dog comes from AK and this dog and that dog, that's just for your shits and giggles. But if that dog you get from me don't produce, then, I got to tell you like, hey, shit, it ain't, it's not better than what's behind it.
Right.
So I don't want you even getting caught up in that. If you get paperwork from me, I want you to get caught up in the fact that it came certified from the coach. And I can show you that I got it from the source.
Right.
So yeah, I'm doing my own thing, Duro. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I got 3 binders full of paperwork.
Yeah, I remember.
So I bought into that hype. I got paper dolls. I got all the shit. I got all that. I done played that game. I done tried to do breedings off of paperwork and it didn't work. So I'm beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, whatever your choice is, Duro, as far as, kennel clubs and, whatever you want to register your dog with, that would be your choice. I'm not discouraging any dog man or dog woman to discredit your dogs having papers. I'm not discouraging that because I played that game too. Like I told you, I got 3 binders. But I'm just telling you from my experience that don't mean shit to me.
Right.
Now, that's all I'm telling you guys because that's what we're here to do. That's why we're in the classroom. I'm telling you, my experience is that it doesn't mean shit because 9 times out of 10, that's a very high number. A lot of them dogs in that pedigree that you think is the dogs are not the dogs.
Are not them. Yeah.
Unless they were all DNA profiled, and you can still fudge that. Either way, unless they're all DNA profiled, 50% of them aren't even really the dogs that you think they are.
I could dig that.
Yep. So that's all I would say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But we're over here. We're going to close out. Let me go ahead and make sure I give the shout outs in the chat before we close out. You know what I mean? Let's see. Functional Focus Band, big salute to you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you, man. You've been consistent as well. Anytime you want to come up on the panel, brother, you do have a pass. Pack Life TV, PLTV. I don't know if I think this is might be the first time I see you. Maybe not. Maybe panel. Y'all seen him before? Pack Life TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So salute to you, Pack Life TV. Thank you for showing up, man. Is that Mary B? I don't know if that Mur B. Have y'all seen him before or her before?
No.
Nope.
Okay, big salute to you, Mary B. If I slaughter your name, please forgive me, but you know who I'm talking about. Big salute to you. Thank you for showing up. Hopefully you come back again. Python Don, we know Python Don. You know what I'm saying? Argentino, man. Big salute to you, family. Thank you for showing up and showing out and participating in the chat. Make sure I'll put you up here on the screen since you put a nice little thing up on there. Dogman Don already, man. Thank you for showing up on the panel. You know what I mean? And adding your 2 cents, 3 cents. Big show enough. Big salute to you, family. Thank you for your support. Little Miss STFU. Okay, that's special. That's I think that's new, right, fellas?
Yeah, that's stuff.
Okay, so salute to Little Miss STFU. Okay, yeah, we know what that means. Big Jada Don. Late, but you still arrived, man. So big salute to you as well, man. And salute to my panel. You know what I mean? Dora Ricio and Young Ready Red in the building.
Salute, Coach.
Love, Coach.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you slide that up in the the group chat, man. I would love to see that. Or slide it to me, slide it to me as well, because I know y'all be going ham in the group chat.
They do.
So slide that to me as well if you can, young lady. I
Now,
appreciate that.
facts.
You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys on the panel. And I just want to let you guys know, man, I got a lot of love for you. I want to see you guys succeed. I'm very inspired about what you guys want to do with your dogs. Understand, I appreciate the time that y'all put in for me and also for the chat. You guys are definitely pillars as well in this community, as this dog community that we started. You guys are definitely showing your leadership as well. So I just want to let y'all know I'm watching y'all. I respect y'all. I appreciate y'all feedback, and I love y'all for that, man. Real shit.
One love,
Appreciate
man.
Coach. Love
Yeah.
for real.
And that's
Man,
genuine. You know what I
love you,
mean?
man.
Yeah, real shit. And we're gonna elevate. And like I said, we'll be able to look back over the years and we'll see where we started and what we built, and we be able to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
this is the reason why. This is the reason why, because we was pioneering, we was doing, we was setting, we was building the building blocks.
From the
You know,
Yeah.
we was putting the
word.
foundation is to grow into what it's going to grow into in the future, and hopefully we can get other dogmen and women to respect the classroom part of this, because that's what this is about. This is not entertainment. This is not about talking down and all that shit that a lot of these dog communities are into. This is about the classroom and getting better, and all of us coming as a collective brain to elevate each other. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We try to have our PhD in this high performance dog shit. We not, you know what I mean? We try to be on that level of professor type level. You know what I'm saying? With this dog man shit. We ain't over here trying to play with the shenanigans and the foolery and the fuckery. That's not what we
Nope.
all about over here.
Correct.
You know what I mean? We saluting all the dog men who's raising the bar, because we following that bar. We want to make better and better dogs, better and better. And then if you getting top tier dollar for a supreme level, elite level dog, we're not going to hate. I'm gonna salute you for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what I want all of us to be focused on. Getting to that level to where your dog is worth what you asking, because you did put in the time, you did spend the money, you did sacrifice all the things that us dog men know you did. Because we go and we look at your math notes and we see what you did in your lab.
That's for real, man.
Hey, Coach,
So
are we looking up next week? Because it's the holiday.
Yeah.
so what is that? Is that Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Is it Thursday?
28th. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's do we'll do a Wednesday shot time.
All right, bet.
Okay, thank you, man. That's what I said. Thank you, Duro. You know what I'm saying? You do be doing, you be doing my checks and balances, because, I got a lot of things on my mind. So it's good to have good advisors on deck, reminding the coach, you know what I mean? That's having assistant coaches and all that shit. That's why we got to have them on deck. You know what I mean?
For
So
sure.
thank you, Duro.
No doubt, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep me on point too. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot on my mind. So yes, let's do that then. Wednesday, we'll do our show on Wednesday instead of Thursday, since it is a holiday, for sure.
That's a bet.
Word.
Okay, you guys, y'all get some rest, man, or whatever. You know what I mean? Get kicked back, enjoy your ladies or whatever, enjoy your kids. But I appreciate you guys. But until next time, we'll see you next Thursday night, man. Big salute to y'all. Peace out, man.
Peace.
Peace.